Welcome to the room, truth on the mic, healing the soul, we rise and ignite. Mind, body, spirit aligned in the flame. War room tribe, we roar in our name.
You upload some of those videos I sent you.
Creeping quiet through the night.
What?
You upload some of those videos.
All of them.
Out of data, out of sight. Every time we rise to stop it, every time we shout and stand, we discover new surveillance tightening around the land. Fear of faces, fear of faith, fear of flags we've never known. Fear is broadcast like a siren and we amplify the tone. But who profits from this panic? Who keeps feeding us the lie? Someone benefits from chaos when we're too afraid to try. But we are not weak, we're brighter than the flame. We are not powerless, they tremble at our name. Every color, every creed, every soul side by side, we become a force of thunder that no darkness can divide. We can break this digital cage, tear it down and rise above. Move the mountains with our courage, shake the world with boundless love. They keep telling us to fear each other, keep us fighting in the streets. But division is a weapon placed in every news feed we repeat. We've been tricked into suspicion, taught to doubt our neighbor's hand. But the truth is in our unity, that's the power they can't stand. Fear of borders, fear of stories, fear of names we've never heard. Fear is pushed into our bloodstream with each carefully chosen word. But who gains from all this trembling? Who keeps tightening the chain? Someone counting on our silence, someone thriving on our pain. But we are not weak, we're brighter than the flame. We are not powerless, they tremble at our name. Every color, every creed, every soul side by side, we become a force of thunder that no darkness can divide. We can break this digital cage, tear it down and rise above. Move the mountains with our courage, shake the world with boundless love. Stand together, stand unbroken. Let the truth ignite the sky. Let the world hear our resistance in a single battle cry. We are millions, we are mighty, we are more than they believe. And united, we're the storm that no corruption can deceive. We are not weak, we are fire in the rain. We are not powerless, we rise and break.
Damn. I gotta follow that.
Welcome.
Welcome to the war room. How's that?
Please
How's
like,
the sounds? Give us 5 by 5 if we man, I can see us.
thumbs up, and share, please.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up to share. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. But first we want to pray for everybody, right? Also want to pray for our enemies.
Yes.
Right. We want them to be safe as well. We don't want anybody hurt. So just, some shit's coming and some of you are gonna fold like a damn tree in the wind.
Like a taco.
So if you had been prepared
Mentally,
mentally, spiritually,
spiritually.
and
Most
physically,
important.
all right, give us a 5 by 5. You can hear us. Okay, there we go.
I just
KB.
started
All right,
hearing the
Mickey.
Rocky theme song when you got me thinking like that.
That's
Right.
good.
Right.
Buds, 5 by 5. 5 by 5, bud.
Bye, bud.
Yeah, I was asking, I ain't heard Bud in a while. What the hell? He go MA or UA?
He's all right.
MIA?
He did get an attitude adjustment bathroom break for a minute, but I let him back out, and now he's mouthy again.
Well, that's just Tito. Calm down, Tito.
Lots going on, a lot of confusion, right? We're not about confusion. We're about giving the facts. If you're confused, it's your own self.
Confusion is of who? Whose confusion of? What does it say in the Bible, right? Confusion is of the devil.
Right?
All
Stick
right.
to the Constitution and you will not be confused or deceived.
Are you talking about Confucius or confusion?
Confusion.
Confucius says, all right.
We're at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind in his long climb from the swamp to the stars. And it's been said if we lose that war, and in so doing lose this way of freedom of ours, history will record with the greatest astonishment that those who had the most to lose did the least to prevent its happening. Well, I think it's time we ask ourselves if we still know the freedoms that were intended for us by the founding fathers.
He was an actor, but damn it, that was a good speech in 1964. That's what won him the presidency.
I mean, they tell you, they warn you, they tell you.
Hey, y'all remember when the Muslims and the Christians got together and had the LGBTQ books pulled out of the schools?
Yeah.
In Michigan, y'all remember that? I guess X-22 report forgot.
But now they're doing the Red Scare 3.0, right? And that can be dangerous because people will rat on their own neighbors, right?
Sheepdog
coming up. That's coming up.
brought up the Constitution. Like what? Yeah, I had a debate with somebody on. We had a debate with somebody on Facebook, and they called me a liberal for bringing the Constitution to the.
No, we put the Constitution on state rights.
State rights and all that. We're now liberals. I'm like, damn. What timeline are we on again?
And she even said Allah.
Oh, I got blocked. Damn it.
And she blocked me.
I got blocked.
So you know what? The Constitution is like a bad thing.
She said, "What good is the Constitution if people keep breaking the law?" And we said, "Well, Marbury versus Madison says any law repugnant to the is
null and void.
Null and void.
1803.
Say that again. Marbury versus Madison.
Any law outside of the Constitution that is repugnant to the Constitution is null and void.
Okay.
Madison.
Marbury
Supreme Court, 1803.
Shit, son. Y'all see that? Hey, I didn't know that before all this started. Right. This is a constitutional battle, folks.
It
versus unconstitutional. All right. And the famine is of knowledge, not of food.
And remember, there's
beans in your meat.
There's the Constitution, then there's your state Constitution.
There you go.
And each state has their own sovereign powers, which is within your state constitution, and ultimately the people have the ultimate power that can change anything on their state's constitution by amendments. So if you don't like what's going on in your state,
Yeah.
you can do a referendum, like I told you, that can be brought by the citizens. The citizens can also do an amendment without Congress.
Damn.
That's how much power we have.
What?
And I posted all that on Telegram. The steps you have to take to do that.
Right.
You can get the attorney general involved. You can repeal everyone in your state government and replace them with new ones.
All
They're
right.
not doing what you want them to do.
There you go. So to my fellow Texans, here is our state constitution. However, the Constitution is for them. The Bill of Rights is for
To hold
us.
them accountable.
Right. So look at the Bill of Rights right here. I want to show you something. Most of these are 1876. Oh, hold on. Most of these are 1876. See, February 15th, 1876, right? And then we get to COVID on Section 6. Watch what happens. Nope, there's 1972, Section 3A. Section 4, 1876. Section 5, 1876. Section 6, 1876. Oh, look what happened during COVID. Look, right here.
Oh wow.
They had to add a 2021 religious service protections. Remember, they were shutting down the
Yes.
churches because of COVID.
Yep.
Well, they added a protection that people came together and added an
And
amendment
yes,
to the Bill of
we
Rights,
have to
religious
come
service
together
protections.
and make these things happen. We have to shape it the way we want it. Don't sit back and expect them to do it because they're not going to.
Hell no. 1876 again, 1876, so on and so on. Let's go down here.
And the federal government has very, very little power. Even with executive orders,
2007.
states can ultimately define those executive orders. But this is what they
2007.
did. They funneled the funding to the federal, where then the federal threatens the states to cut their funding if they don't go along.
This was added last year, November 4th. This is a few months ago. Section 11D. So it's an extension of 11. Denial of bail to prevent defendant non-appearance and ensure public safety.
Tammy,
All right.
the Christians decided the United States of America can pray anywhere or how a fortunate fashion to pray to the Creator under God.
Yeah,
they
right
come
here.
here to corrupt our God. Who comes here to corrupt our God?
Who's your God? Government ordinances and departments?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The country was never a Christian nation.
Freedom of
It was
religion.
based on free Masonic. And even the Washington, D.C. is on ley lines of the pentagram, okay?
Right. Freedom of religion, sweetheart. This is America.
Constitution.
It's a melting pot. No one religion can be chosen over the other.
And no
As per
religious
your
law,
Constitution and your...
regardless of Christian, Muslim,
Look.
Jewish, whatever,
Right here.
can override the Constitution,
Look.
period.
Here you go. Religious test, Section 4, Texas Constitution. No religious test shall ever be required as a qualification. I don't give a shit what your religion is when you run for office. Are you a good person or a bad? That's what I give a shit about. Are you going to protect the people or are you going to go against the people? I don't give a shit what religion you are. And the Bible says God hates religion.
That's right.
Have you read the scripture?
Are you living by the scripture? It don't matter.
Are you Christ-like? Are you showing love, compassion,
what it told you to
or
do?
hate? Are you of that Father?
Do you love your neighbor as yourself?
You know, you got
regardless of race, color, creed, whatever religion, whatever they are.
So if you're Christ or if you're a Christian, you need to be acting like it or representing that. If you call yourself a Christian, you have the 10 Commandments. You need to be reading that.
Look, Shahira law, I posted that again.
That's for Muslims.
Is a religious guideline similar to the 10 Commandments. It does not apply to you if you're not Muslim.
Just like the 10 Commandments don't apply to the Jewish community.
That's right.
That's the Noahide law.
They're saying this stuff on purpose. Y'all need to wake up to this.
No religious test shall ever be required. It is a qualification to any office or public trust in this state. Nor shall anyone be excluded from holding office on account of his religious sentiments, provided they acknowledge their existence of all they have to acknowledge is a supreme being. That's it. Look, see that?
A supreme
That's it.
being.
And this was written in 1876.
And yes, I understand they have made changes behind our backs to the Constitution. But guess what? We allowed it, so therefore it's in place. We have to do due diligence to either amend it or change it the way we want to because we accepted it for this long. Therefore, it is in place.
And
regardless if it was ever ratified or not, we went along with it and never didn't say anything.
And Tammy, what you're saying is a part of the New World Order,
Yes.
okay? Which is a one world religion. You
Which
all
was going to be Christianity.
What if it isn't Christianity?
Oh, true.
What if it's something else? And then what? Are you going to be okay with that? Or are you going to go, no, 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 no. The Constitution says no religious test. No.
That's why the Constitution
But
is
then
your
it's going to be too
guideline.
late, Tammy.
It's your guideline, or you're going to fall for all this other
You have to
stuff.
stick by this in order to keep everything the way it is so that your head isn't on a damn thing because you don't submit to whatever religion it is, one world religion.
Regardless.
Okay? So witnesses not disqualified by religious beliefs, oaths, and affirmations. No person shall be disqualified to give evidence in any of the courts of this state on account of his religious opinions or for the one of any religious belief, but all oaths or affirmations shall be administered in the most binding upon the conscience and shall be taken subject to the pains and penalties of perjury. All right, freedom of worship. You don't want freedom of worship? Is this what you're saying?
That could mean you too.
Yeah.
Whatever religion you are.
What if the Muslims come in here and force you to submit to what if the one world religion is Islam? Would you be okay with that, or are you going to go no freedom of religion?
And the reason why
it's going to be too
the
late.
founding fathers did that was because in England, the king wanted them to all be angelic Christians, right? Some of them worship deities. Some of them was Muslim. Some were Protestants. Some were Catholics. So they decided that they would just make it freedom of religion so they didn't have to do that. In some countries, you had to be whatever they told you you had, regardless of what you wanted it, what religion you carried. So you don't want that either. That's why they purposely did this so that you wouldn't be punished for whatever you believe in, regardless of what religion that is. As long as you do no harm to others, does it matter? It doesn't. They're not doing nothing to you. I've never had a Muslim come up to me and say, you got to be a Muslim. You need to wear a hijab.
Yeah, yo, bitch, put this on.
Christians go around trying to be a Christian.
Yeah. Tell me the last time you seen Muslims riding around on bicycles with Bibles in their hands,
Yeah, exactly.
knocking on doors.
I mean, there was a meme of a Native American that said, so you're telling me if I don't believe in your God, then I will go to hell. And then he said, then why did you even tell me?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless. James 1:26. Your pastor ain't gonna tell you this in church.
No.
He avoids all this. Cherry picking. They ain't gonna hit you with this stuff.
That's right.
Because you leave. You'd be like, wait.
See, people fear what they do not know. There's a lady I shared her. Did I share it? She's on TikTok. She was trying to figure out, okay, why are these people so scared of Muslims? So she bought the Quran.
Propaganda.
She read it, and she was amazed how similar it was to the Bible.
So
the same thing, they have Mary, Jesus in it. So she was realizing that it's all propaganda. Yeah, it's not exactly the same. It's different, but they still have like moral guidelines. There's nothing evil in there, is what she's saying. So you're fearing what you've never even looked into. You don't even look up to see what Shahira law is. You don't even understand that that's just a religious guiding principle, not law, like as in they have to enforce it. It's a moral standard. That's it. Just like the Ten Commandments, just whatever the Jews use, whatever. It doesn't even apply to you
So your
if you're
heart,
not that.
your heart is what is looked at, not your outward appearance and the cross you wear around your neck.
That's right.
Okay, and what comes out of your mouth. And I see it all day on Facebook.
And yet, Tammy, I get it, but they're not destroying Dearborn, Michigan.
Tammy, Tammy,
Not
Tammy,
for
Tammy, 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 Tammy,
propaganda.
Tammy. Look, 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 sweetheart.
Are
Look,
they burning down buildings?
Tammy.
Are they taking over your? I mean, just because they work there doesn't mean they're taking over.
Tammy, look, look, sweetheart. Christians and Muslim parents have joined forces to protest in Michigan. What happened, Tammy? What are you watching? You not remember when the Muslims went out and partnered with the Christians to get those damn LGBTQ books out of the schools?
She said because she's scared to death because I see is real and they look like us. We are criminals. No, they don't. Have you talked to one? Have you sat down and talked to one? You might be surprised. Why don't you try it?
So that's why I brought this for you. So let's see this. Here. Woo,
And
boy,
Tammy, I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying because that's a lot of what people
you just fell for the
also
okie
believe.
doke.
But it's a good thing you bring it up because this needs to be talked about.
That's what we're going to talk about tonight. That's
Right?
why I
Same
brought,
thing with Noahide laws, Thomas. Same thing. It's a religious, moral standard for that. Noahide laws apply only to the Jews.
there
Right?
you go.
If you say you're a Christian, you're going to be held to the same standard by other Christians as the Ten Commandments.
Yeah. How many of you observe the Sabbath?
I mean, there was a video I shared months ago where the Sharia law, the Muslims were going to other Muslims that had like convenience stores and saying, okay, look, you say you're Muslim, but you're selling alcohol and you're selling pork products in your store. So you're going against everything you said you are for. And he said, just remove it. That's all.
When Jesus
If
had
you say you're a Muslim, then you need to remove it. You're being a hypocrite, basically. And that's it. They're not going to jail because of it. They're not going to get beheaded because of it. They're just telling them, look, these are the standards you claim to go by, and you're not doing it.
you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
So you're broken the 9th commandment of the 10th commandment. If you call yourself a Christian, you're already out of order. And if you're celebrating the Sabbath or remembering the Sabbath on a Sunday, you're out of order. That's Saturday, according to.
Right? Like nothing is real said. All they did was give God a different name. So everyone thinks their religion is the real one.
Right.
Yes.
It's all, and it all comes from a universal knowledge. Every religion is created.
Allah is the same name for God as
in
God,
their language.
we say God, which the original Christians didn't even call God God, right? So they do this. They do this on purpose. The ones at the top, they don't even have a religion. They don't care what religion you are. They like that we fight over it. It's easier for them to do what they got to do.
What is there? 7 major religions?
They are of no religion. They don't care what religion you are, whether it be Muslim, Jewish, Christian, atheist, whatever. They don't care. They have an agenda, and they like that we fight over it. So we need to stop, get smart, and stop with the propaganda.
Think about these 10 commandments here and how many of us fell short. And that we thank God for his grace and mercy.
Right.
That's the amazing grace part.
We're in the flesh. It's impossible.
We're given grace.
It's impossible to be perfect.
But your heart and your tongue right now need to be corrected.
That's
okay?
Right.
Because they got your mind. That's where you need that's where the real revolution takes place, is freeing your mind from the mental prison that they got you in.
And stop
thinking
looking for an
fear. What it say?
Everywhere.
If you trusted God, then why are you in so much fear? When it says do not fear 365 times in the Bible.
And that you have the authority to trample on snakes and scorpions, right?
Yes.
What did you all forget? You all act all scared. It blows my mind.
Scared of what?
Because the TV's telling you, or so-and-so's telling you, That's the Muslims part of the New World
Sean
Order.
Hannity said
The
it.
Jews are part of the New
Mark
World
Levin.
Order. The Christians are a part of the New World Order. Quit. It's ridiculous.
So here's a story. All right. We had some Marines enter a home in Iraq. They killed the family except for the mother, right? Maybe some of the children.
Mhm.
And the mother said, I forgive you. Now, that broke that Marine down at that moment.
Yeah, and
How can he have done that to her family and she still found it in her heart to forgive him right there on the spot?
listen to some of these vets that tell their stories when they were over there. They couldn't believe they went over there thought they were fighting terrorists when those people
Look,
fed them,
they broke the
housed
sixth
them,
commandment.
and protected them.
All military people that went over, they say they're Christians, that went over and committed murder, broke the sixth commandment and their 10th commandment.
And we still are.
Oh, I know.
You know, there's some of these, like they said, some of these pastors are cheering on the bombing of Lebanon,
Children, women, and
Libya,
children. Sick fuck.
Iran, regardless of children,
You
innocent
sicko.
mothers and people that have nothing to do with whatever the government policies
Because
are.
their father is it our father.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And the stuff I've heard on Facebook,
Fake book.
I had to delete. I mean, I had to block over, I don't know, 50 to 60 people
Biddy.
just yesterday because
Their hearts.
I
can't deal with it.
Disgusting. It made me sick. And I'm like, no wonder we're going through what we're going through.
Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it.
Unless somebody does something personally to me, even then, I'm not going to blame a whole entire race or religion because of that. I'm going to blame it on the person that did it. That's it. And unless I see something outside of my own front door, I'm not going to even believe it.
And if you're a Christian and
I'm
you
not
want
going to be scared of it.
if you're a Christian and you want others to be Christians, wouldn't you want to be the example?
Exactly.
Who wants to be a Christian if you hate everybody? That ain't Christian. That only makes sense. It says, love thy neighbor like thyself. What do we not get? I don't understand. Please help me understand what y'all believe. See, everybody interprets scriptures however they want us to interpret. It doesn't say love thy neighbor unless they're a Democrat.
Tammy, the men treat their women like shit. Okay, so do
the
here
Christians.
in America.
You got pastors cheating on their wives, pastors sleeping with little girls.
Men in our own, look, men in our own house that treat women like shit.
You worried about somebody else's religion.
Does it matter
That's your problem.
what religion they are? If a man's treating a woman like shit, then that's on that person.
Then the woman
and
needs to bounce.
They should be condemned for that, regardless of who it is. But you can't say all of them do this.
Okay, so all Christian men beat their wives. How would you like that? I'm just going to say it. How would you like that? Would you want that? How about all Christian women are full of shit? Would you like that?
No.
No, because it's not true.
You can't
stereotype. So we got to deprogram, step back, go back and look at these scriptures and fix your heart.
And stop listening to what
and
other people are telling you what to think. Go talk to one. You might have a whole different outlook.
And when I served with them, so some of the greatest Americans I know are Muslim, Christians,
and
Jews.
Guess what? They don't put up with
Catholic.
pedophilia. They don't put up with a lot of shit, and they ain't scared. They ain't scared of nothing.
No. Oh, if you harm, guess what?
Like that.
Guess what Muslims do to pedophiles?
So,
off a top of a building.
Yes.
You get thrown.
Yes.
What do Christians do for pedophiles?
They forgive them and let them.
They forgive the person that harmed the child and then blame the victim.
Yep.
In most cases that I've seen in the church, I've seen people gather around a pedophile pastor while the kid was in the audience crying that he harmed.
Yeah.
You talk about pissed.
So let's not go
Clean
down
up your
that
own
road
house.
because we can
Focus
all
on your own
point
shit.
a finger at each other. But bottom line, a pedophile is a pedophile, regardless of race, religion, whatever. We can't throw everybody in the same basket, or it'd be like the Salem
Or you'll
witch
be thrown
trial.
in the same basket.
And that's
And
coming
you ain't
up.
gonna like it.
That's coming up. Don't
Judgment's
be
coming.
that person.
Yeah. Judgment's coming, guys. It's here. So we have to really, really do some work. And I thought we were working on ourselves, but apparently you're still falling for the
Like Lori
propaganda.
said, when you point fingers at others, you have 3 pointing back at yourself. That's right. And a thumb pointing to God.
Tammy,
That's
we
right.
love you.
We do love you. I want
And
you
I
to
want the best for
understand.
you. And the only way we can unify is if you deprogram that whatever, however you were raised to believe. And I was guilty of it after 9/11. I wanted to blow up every Muslim on the planet. Okay.
Because of the brainwashing.
Then I found out the truth. And it pissed me off that we were lied to.
That's right.
And now I'm trying to fix it.
This is the time to correct yourself. That's what the reflected pool is. Do you want to be the reflection of hate, division?
Then you're of your father,
Because
Satan.
you're going to be in history known for that. Or do you want unity? We have a common goal. It will take all of us. It will to have a revolution. Every one of us.
I got to bring scripture tonight, guys. I mean, if we got to do Bible studies here, I will. Y'all want to do Bible studies? I'll do it for the next month. Get you right. I'm just bringing you scripture. I don't even have to sit here and try to convince you it says something it doesn't. When's the last time you opened it? Maybe we need to revisit that. Right? That's the what? The manual. Isn't that what they call Jesus?
Right. And
Emmanuel?
Right.
Hey, wasn't that his name?
Emmanuel.
Wasn't his name Emmanuel?
Emmanuel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a guiding.
I thought so.
Right? It's the whole Bible's coded. Some is whole history. Some is parables. Some are allegories. That was done on purpose so the profane would not know how to read it or interpret it. Right? You're supposed to have somebody that interpreted it for you to guide you, but instead they just gave it to everyone. What a perfect plan! You just decide what you want out of it, or what your pastor cherry picks out of it.
Cherry picking.
But you go back and you go read some of those scriptures. It contradicts other scriptures, and it makes you think, "Hey, something ain't right here."
Well, hold up. Wait a minute. Somebody right here.
But I mean, I love you, Tammy. Don't take it this way. It's just I've seen so much of it. I don't want you to get caught up in it.
Right.
Because you gotta show your heart. Coming. It's gonna come.
We need more love right now.
And don't be caught up in that mess.
We need love. We need love. And I'm not trying to say don't also be ready to kick somebody's ass if they do anything to you. We got to show love. Right, directly.
Not what you see.
Not what the CV told you, because that's of the enemy.
Someone else tells you.
Right. Turn that shit off. Go back to your scriptures. Okay? Because if you say you're Christian, then you need to be walking that walk, or you need to take the title off the name. Quit saying you're something you're not.
Right.
Please. Christ is of love, compassion, feeding.
Forgiveness.
Right. What?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. That's the most important part. And he said, give what is Caesar's and follow me.
That's right. And leave everything behind.
Leave all that shit behind. Sell everything. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall be shown mercy. So if you show mercy, you will be shown mercy.
It's like karma.
You give mercy.
Right? You give mercy, you're going to get it back. You give to others for the least of those, you're going to get that back.
You want to dump hot coals on their heads? Kill them with kindness. You ever heard of that? Kill your enemies with kindness. And it'll they just melt right there on the spot. They don't know how to act.
Can you imagine? You're being mean to someone and they just love you.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
It will change your
okay, how about this? Your dog, right? Right? It's God in reverse, right? But when you spank your dog or you discipline your dog still looks up at you with love, doesn't he?
No matter
and it says God is a jealous God.
And dogs are jealous.
The dogs are jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
But
so look at your dogs. And it's going to say, wow, how is he still loving me? How is she still loving me even after I whoop her ass or whatever, discipline them? Right? How? I've seen people beat their dogs, right? And the dog still shows up.
I know.
Day after day after day. So you need to look outside of yourself and into nature, maybe, and say, "Wow, I wish I had those attributes."
Yeah.
Of,
And
of
they're only jealous because they love you so much that they don't want the attention on another dog.
Yeah.
I'm
I
dealing
think
with
everybody has to be honest with themselves and with everybody else. Like once you start standing up and being 100% honest, like as honest as you possibly can be, like something wrong and you have a chance to correct it, you go back and, and correct it. You don't just say add to the moment's law. Like you actually do what you say what you did. Like you just don't fib, don't lie. Like
That's
that's
right.
it. If you live that life, it's a lot easier because people, when you don't fib or lie, people get kind of nervous around you. You know
Right.
how many people walk around with their head looking funny with the haircuts or outfits or whatever because somebody says, "Oh, you look so pretty today. Oh, your haircut's so," and she's walking around looking like a big old lesbian, and it's like, what the I look at these people. I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know damn well the person. Why? If you don't got something good to say, don't say it. But I'm not going to sugarcoat.
But
You know.
look, I'm telling y'all right now, it's fixing to get
worse
crazier and worse.
until
So
everybody's
I'm
heart.
telling you right now, got to get use your discernment. You're going to have to be careful who you follow, no matter what you're following. Don't buy into propaganda, please. You're going to make it worse for everybody
Hey, I've
and
already told
including
you.
yourself.
I told you 5 years straight right here. Smith-Monk Modernization Act, 2012. They're lying to you right now,
Big time.
and it's legal. Please turn that shit off if you don't understand what that is. Go read the Smith-Monk Modernization Act, Amos. Check this out. The Bible says, "Let your light shine before men, so they may glorify your Father in heaven." How are you going to do that? How are they going to glorify anybody if your light isn't shining and you're running around with hate
And you're
because Fox
spreading
News or CNN told you some
fear.
dumb shit?
You're spreading fear to other people.
Stop
Right?
it. Let's
There's a difference between fear and warning somebody, right? But don't and you need to have proof of something before you can say something.
set your minds on things that are above, not the things that are on earth. Think of Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Great Spirit, right? In everything, set them an example by doing what is good. And your teachings show integrity and seriousness, Titus. So that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky. Right? It's like being the example, showing love when everyone's showing hate.
That's right.
We got enough hate on Facebook. I have to battle that shit every day. And I just try to educate people and they block me and call me a liberal constitutionist conservative. Make that make sense. Oh, and I'm a infidel terrorist. What the are y'all talking about?
Look, there's a reason why people don't like the Constitution. That
Because it keeps
regardless of
the
what you think
dumbasses in
about it,
check.
it's the only thing that is saving us right now from surveillance, all this other stuff. Yes, maybe we had interlopes. Maybe we had people that uh did the Constitution wrong. It doesn't matter. The founding fathers created that for this time. That's the only thing that's going to save our ass.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. So if you want to say you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, you need to be the peacemaker in the situations and all. So that emphasizes that those who actively pursue reconciliation and harmony, reflect God's character and are honored as His children or her children. Got to honor the mother and father, right? As per the Ten Commandments. So that's Matthew 5 and 9. So that's Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, known as the uh, Beatitudes, if I mispronounced that right, which describe the qualities valued in God's kingdom. A peacemaker is not merely someone who avoids conflict, but someone who actively works to reconcile people with God and with one another, like we're doing right now, fostering harmony and restoring broken relationships. So We- Like, are we representing Christianity online? If not, yeah, guess what?
Check
It's
yourself.
everything you're
Look in
posting
the
on public
mirror.
forum is going to be there forever for your grandchildren to see.
And what is it?
Think
And go
about what
back
you want them to see. You want them to see grandma screaming and crying and hollering and in fear?
and go back and read Revelations. All nations will be the judge of us. All nations. So if you're hating on Muslims, Jews, whatever, right, you'll be judged on that. Now you can disagree with the policies of the governments in each country, right? Just like our own, but we got to look at our own house, right? And the policies our government has enforced on other nations, including their own citizens. You can be judgmental on that. But if your average person that's just living day to day, struggling just as much as you are, if not more, they are not your enemies.
Tammy, I see God working on you. I hope the Holy Spirit is working on you tonight. I hope that you can resolve this and turn off that the television, which is telling you a vision, which isn't of the light. That's the false light. What did it say? 1,000 points of light. Guess
And
what?
look
Your
at your
TV is in 1080p, ain't it? That's 1,000 points of
1,000 points of
light in
light.
your face. That's the black mirror.
That's right. And it takes you through what? Portals,
Channeling. They're channeling.
channeling.
You got the remote. Turn that shit. Turn
But
the channel.
remember, everything that was designed for evil, we can also use it for good. Just like the TV can give you good information in this time, depending on who you're listening to. The internet can help you find information. Use discernment because you can get bad information, you can get good information. But you have to have that connection, right? So their weapon can use it as well, right? But you don't let that weapon be used against you.
And no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So don't fear nothing you see right now.
No,
All this surveillance and police state, yada yada yada. They had to. Some people you can tell, others you had to show. So they had to show you. They have to show you what they could have done, what they will do, and they do not. They don't really care about us, like Michael Jackson said.
yes,
All right.
he went over there to the
Don't
state of Israel and came back and wrote that song.
don't be the person that needs to be popped in the head. Right. Listen. Accept teaching. Accept correcting. Or accept.
Humble yourself and
Humble
correct
yourself.
course.
Get rid of that pride. Pride is a sin. All right. Pride is the main thing that
And it's
people
okay.
have.
It's okay to
It's
correct
okay.
yourself.
I had to correct myself.
We
I
were
spent
just talking about that today, how with the beginning and the Q and all this stuff, like okay,
Q was
but
you, boo.
it was stepping stones for other things, but we graduated from it, and now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I sit there and said those things. I
Okay.
can't believe I said I wanted to liberal tears and stuff. How
Guys,
immature and stupid I was, and I really felt bad for that.
can I tell y'all something? I came from the dark. Okay. In order to see the light, you have to be in the dark.
That's right,
Right. The real light.
but you have to admit it and
You have to
correct it.
know that there's evil in this planet, in this realm that we're in. We're surrounded by wolves. And it said, I will send you out as wolves
Amongst the sheep.
I will send you out as sheep amongst the wolves.
Yeah.
All right. So we're surrounded by wolves. Right. That's where the sheepdog comes in. Right. Until you wake up, I'm going to have to sit here and keep hitting you in the head, hitting you in the head, hitting you in the head until you wake up and stop being a sheep. And you can take it, empower yourself.
Look, if you're seeing it constantly on Facebook, if you're hearing it constantly from the news, the Muslims, the this, the that, there is a
That's
reason.
by design.
It's perfect
They
for
don't
them.
want unity.
They don't care
want
what religion.
harmony.
They don't want us to all come together because it will be over.
Over. You want heaven on earth. You want the golden age. You want all that. You're not getting it from uh, the district of criminals.
Right.
They can't give it to you. The peace doesn't come from the man. It comes from the peacemaker, the Prince of Peace.
And that's in spirit. The spirit overcomes you.
That's it. If you have anxiety, if you have depression right now, if you have fear, I need you to pray. I need you to meditate. I need you to have more time with in scripture. I need you to have more time in prayer in your being. And you need to ask for those gifts. You need to ask for discernment. You need to ask for the veil to be lifted. You need to ask for peace. You need to ask for, and then I'll tell you what, the old will leave your body and the new will come in. But right now you have a filthy, dirty spirit, and I've been in that position, right?
We've all been there.
I've been in that position, and I felt that leave, and I felt something come in, and a big smile. But I had to let a lot of things go because I had a lot of trauma. I had a lot of people hurt me.
And
I had to forgive everybody that hurt me, plus myself. I had to forgive myself. Okay, forgive your old you. That's you. That's old you.
Tammy,
That fucker's gone.
I get it. People are losing their homes all over, and it's
Uh-huh.
not because of the Mexicans. It's not because of the Muslims. It's not because of your whatever they tell you. They have a plan, and it's because of debt they created. I mean, we can go. That's a whole other show, but
Who are we
we should
indebted
all
to?
know that's that your neighbor's not your problem. The illegals coming over here is not the problem. They were used just like we're being used every day. It's not their fault either. They also pay taxes. So don't blame what the government is doing. They have strategic plans, and so that you focus on the immigrants they brought over and promised all
We're
the
all
stuff to them. Why would you get mad at them?
you're mad at them for
They
the
were
government
used.
paying them to come over to a country, one of the greatest countries I believe in the planet. But I'm not brainwashed into thinking we're the only greatest country. I believe a lot of countries are great. But the Bible frequently addresses that, portraying it as a form of bondage. They got us in bondage to paper chains, right? Some people's God is cash, money, paper.
Material stuff.
Dead. They got dead presidents on the damn money for for
We have
people.
statues. We have everything the Bible tells you not to have, no graven image, right?
So the Bible frequently addresses debt, portraying it as a form of bondage that can limit freedom and hinder spiritual priorities. Proverbs 22:7 warns, the borrower becomes a slave to the lender. It tells you, huh?
Yes.
I tell you, highlighting
Yes.
the potential loss of autonomy when one is indebted. Similarly, with Psalms 37:21 contrasts the wicked who borrow without repaying with the righteous who will act generously and honor their obligations. Romans 13:8 encourages believers to owe no one anything except to love each other. Holy shit, that's all we got to do?
Yeah.
Wow. That's free, ain't it? Do we got to pay for love? You can't even buy it. I know rich people that are miserable, right? It says a truly rich man is one whose children runs into his arms when his hands are empty. That's a truly rich man. That's Mike Penny. That's a truly rich man. That's uh whoever's in the chat, right? Think about that. What does it matter if you don't have anything but you still have love and you still have your family that loves you? You can't replace that, right? It's not about what you have. It's what you could do without and still be happy. All right. So
Do you guys think that the basic path, it was already laid out like before we got here? So whatever's happening right now is in the future is basically going to happen. Like, so this part with the families, losing their homes and stuff, that it was the alloidial that you didn't really own the homes. It's basically a
no,
renting scheme, a
Look,
right.
expensive renting scheme.
Pyramid scheme.
even with the allodial title, the original Aboriginal people didn't own land.
everyone could, you could literally go and pick a spot and set up a tent or a home.
Yeah,
Because
that's cool.
they knew the land belonged to God.
You're here temporarily. Why do you think you own anything?
So the allodial stuff is still bullshit too. That land is for everybody.
Yeah,
Oh.
Everybody.
there's enough land. I don't get where there's enough land.
Have you been to Texas?
No.
Man, you can drive for hours and not see anybody in some
And can you
locations.
imagine if
Even
there
in New York,
was
too. In New York, we got places where it's there's nobody, and there's a lot of state land, and these bunch of pricks stole it from us, basically.
yes. If you imagine, there's
Because
people that
this is
own
the great-
thousands of acres when somebody that doesn't have any could live there.
We're in Satan's little season, according to some people. Some people don't realize we're past 1,000 years of peace. The devil's been released on us, and we're told that, oh, we're going into 1,000 years of peace. That's already passed. It's at past tense. They wrote about it in the Bible in Revelations, or to reveal. Right? That's the past.
You know what? I think most people that say that they've read the Bible, they didn't really read it, because I know damn well I only got up to the part where Lot and his daughters were disgusting, and the wife was a dumbass and turned around. So I was like, nope, I've had enough.
Well,
Done.
I've
And
read the
because the
Bible.
churches cherry pick all the good parts. They don't go back to the bad parts. They don't cover that at all.
no, they don't.
They
Right.
don't talk about I heard someone talk about the Muslims under Sharia law can have 4 to 5 wives. Okay, well go back. That's not even legal today.
Well, in Utah it
except
is.
for in rural areas. But go back. Go
Utah,
back.
Mormons.
In the Bible they had concubines. What
Trad
do you think
wife.
that was?
What's a trad
They
wife?
had a wife and a concubine that they impregnated. That's multiple wives.
Do you know I've seen a movie where they had one guy in a house, and they would bring all these little girls in there, and he would impregnate each one of them.
Yeah. I mean, that was normal back then. They married because of political reasons, for bloodlines. They married younger girls at puberty. That was common. That doesn't mean that's happening now. Now, in some places, yes. And some of our, like, today's considered pedophilia, right? But back then, that was accepted. All throughout Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, you name it, Hindu, whatever.
That's why there's some.
there's a lot less people, right? So that's why, I mean, maybe if we're going to 17 years old, 18, if we pick a normal age, not little kids, and
Right.
it was because there weren't as many people, and the winters were rough. Like it was to keep your bloodline going, your family name going.
Look.
Yeah, and they didn't live as long.
Look.
Think about it. They were in a lot of battles, war, famine, all sorts of
Look
stuff.
at this guy right here. Look at this Muslim. Look at him. 4 wives. Oh, wait, that's not a Muslim. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go over it. Look, inside America's secret polygamy cult, the Kingston Empire exposed. This is here in America.
Yes. Even though it's against the law, they still
Look at
do
that.
it.
How there's no more Muslims.
I mean, look at Mitt Romney's family. They
Romney's
practice polygamy, had to move to Mexico because it was outlawed in America. So I don't want to hear about the Muslims polygamy.
Blah,
The
blah.
Christians were doing it too. So was a lot of other people, and still do.
Look at this shit. Look at that. Come on now. Are these Muslims? I'm not saying they don't, but this is America, so we're sitting here looking. I need to look at where I live.
We're in America. America has laws, right? If they want to if they do it in secret or whatever, then whatever. But they get caught all the time.
Oh, there's Short Creek. Oh man, this guy right here.
Being scared of something that's not even lawful here.
Look, this guy right
hey,
here.
folks, it's Feedback Friday. It's one of my favorite episodes for the 87 Wives. This thing also served as the headquarters of the corporate side of the FLDS, and these are their offices.
Isn't that weird that nobody talks about this in our own backyard?
Because they want, like I said, they want to point fingers at somebody else when they are not even looking at their own
Here.
thing.
87
that I
wives.
really want to
Holy
share with you as we
shenanigans.
drive through the area is I want to pull into where
Wait, this is Iraq, right? Iran? No? Oh, Utah. Hold on.
Warren Jeff's office was.
Warren Jeff.
Yeah, that's a
Remember him?
a Mormon.
Yeah, here he is. Let's get to it.
It's an offshoot of Mormons. You can't say all Mormons.
No. No, of course not. Just like you can't say all Muslims, all Christians, or anything
Right,
like
and
that.
even in most states in America, even if underage, if it's consented by both parents, it's legal. Still to this day.
Look
And
at it.
it is in Texas.
Look, you know the guy that sings the Great Ball of Fire?
Jerry Lewis.
He had a 14-year-old.
His cousin.
Yeah. You know a guy named Elvis? 14-year-old.
Priscilla Presley was
So you
14. He was 27.
Generations upon generations upon
no one
generations,
said
and
nothing.
nobody said nothing. You kept showing up to the concerts, clapping, singing, and nobody said nothing. But yet we're worried about Muslims?
Exactly.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Let the Muslims deal with the Muslims. You're a Christian, you need to deal with the Christians.
Right. Because the leaders are holding each religion accountable for their actions, what they claim to be. If you're going to say you're Christian, you're going to be held to those standards. Same thing with Muslims, same thing with Jewish, same thing with Hindu, same thing with Buddhism, whatever.
Government and to be in compliance with the law. They direction from the federal government and to be in compliance, all of it in detail. But the bottom line here is in 1890, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was practicing polygamy. Under direction from the federal government and to be in compliance with the law, they determined through revelation that polygamy would no longer be practiced. And at that moment in time, all of the polygamists were told to disband. Now, there was a group who wouldn't go along with the new revelation, saying it was flawed, and they moved to this area of Short Creek. And as we're driving along, you're going to see the houses. Some of them are being remodeled now as part of the collapse of the FLDS corporation. But you can see these massive homes that the polygamists were building. Most of the time, they didn't finish these houses because if they didn't finish them, they could avoid having to pay property taxes on them. It was all part of the scam that they were running. But
so if you don't finish the home, then you ain't got to worry about property taxes. Holy shit.
Corrupt civil law. Freaking corrupt civil law. It's got a hand in everything, right?
And the only reason why the Mormons decided not to do polygamy no more is because they made it a law in the United States. You could not. That's why a lot of them moved to Mexico or on the border of New Mexico, Arizona, wherever.
In the late 1800s, they came down and settled this area called Short Creek. And
Short Creek. Creek. He says creek. Everybody
and under canon law, which is Christian, under canon law, you can marry someone as old as 12 years old and 14 as a boy. Okay? That's under the Christian canon law. And still in effect today. Even though the United States made a legal age limit.
House and the place in which those excommunications occurred. More importantly, this was a place where federal marshals tried to serve an arrest warrant on Warren Jeffs. And in that particular event, when they raided this thing, the building was...
So what they did was they would bring these women in, what do they call them?
He married a 13-year-old. Several
of them, yeah.
He had like 16 wives or something like that.
Full of about, again, 5,000 people. And the arresting officers surrounded this, a bunch of federal and U.S. Marshal and local law enforcement agents came in, and Willie Jessup was able to successfully sneak Warren Jeffs out of this massive building. He put him on four-wheelers, and they raced out of the building. We're now kind of looking eastward at the building. He raced out of the building on four-wheelers and across...
Why are you running, sir? I thought it was all on the up and up.
The parking lot.
And that's another
So he knew it was wrong. That's why he was escaping.
Said no religious law can supersede the Constitution. So y'all are scared of Sharia law? Can't happen. Same thing with this. Old religious laws cannot be made law for that reason. Because otherwise we'd still have polygamy. We'd still have religious law that endorses marrying young children. And that included all religions.
Yeah.
And down into that river bottom that we just drove.
Why is he running if everything was on the up and up? He knew it was wrong.
Because
What a perv.
because under their religious law, they marry, but not legally marry. Like it's not under. The
Oh, they do it
label.
in the church in the background
Yeah.
with the white dresses on, the lad. What do they call it? The lad wives?
Drove past, and once he got into the river bottom, he followed the river as police officers pursued him. They got stuck and were unable to continue the pursuit. And he pulled up onto a road to an awaiting vehicle, all part of their strategy to protect their profit. Put sunglasses and caps, ball caps with long hair on them, and they jumped on Harley.
So even the people that surrounded him in the church were willing to commit these kind of acts.
They were brainwashed.
Every single one of them to hide that guy.
Davidsons and drove past the roadblocks while police were looking for Warren Jeffs. That's how Warren Jeffs evaded police and ended up on the top 10 of the FBI's most.
Look at that Muslim, that son of a bitch. Look at him. Look at, he's got his hijab on.
Wanted.
He must have put them all, covered their heads and everything.
And modern Muslims do not do the same thing. It's most in rural areas, most in countries that they sell their wives. That even happens here. Okay, child sex trafficking, which is the #1 in the United States. We're pointing fingers at other people.
Epstein ain't got shit on this guy.
We have a big mess here.
And then finally brought to justice.
Oh, they got him in Vegas. Wow, he went to Vegas, huh? The city of sin, huh?
Yeah.
Bet he did.
A lot of things in Vegas.
Meeting house,
for a reason.
The location where he escaped. Again, go back and watch my videos where I talk about that in detail, because you can really get a sense, plus I map it all out. But now what I want to do is I want to run by a park that I used to come to all the time during holidays to see what was going on. Here's a little polygamous family on the right, walking along.
Damn.
Now this park is really significant. It's called Cottonwood Park. And there's a couple of really important things I'd like to point out here if you ever drive through the area. First, I want to point out this little plaque here, because this thing was actually recreated a few years ago after Warren Jeffs broke it down and destroyed it, because he didn't want people having a reminder of the 1953 raid by police where they came into the community. You can see on the plaque, it says July 26, 1953.
We must never forget how the Lord blessed us in restoring our...
We must never forget how the Lord blessed us in restoring our families taken in the 53 raid, Uncle Roy. And it was during that raid that police came in and took children into protective custody. It was a massive thing. You got to go watch my video on the raid. And in a bit, we'll drive by that place where that raid kind of culminated. But another thing that's kind of interesting here that I wanted to point out is they built this little train track, and they got this little tiny train that they would drive around. And on the 4th of July, everyone would assemble here, including me, so that I could look for polygamous people that I was chasing that I couldn't find otherwise. But they store the train. If you do end up coming here, they store the train inside of this little bridge overhang here. It's gated off. And,
damn, look, it goes underground.
And that's where they would come, and the kids would ride on this. It has a bridge. We're going to drive over the top of this, but there's a bridge that goes back to the north toward the zoo that we just passed. And
So if you're really against the things you say you are, then why are you silent about the things you say
That's
you are
happening
against?
in your own America.
All right. All right. So that's enough of that shit. I think we beat that dead horse. Here's another horse we're going to beat. It's Dearborn, Michigan, right? A friend of mine was born in this city, 1978. I've been to Dearborn. I've been to Ypsilanti, Michigan. Spent weeks there. Went across the bridge and went into Canada, London, Quebec. Spent a few days there with the elders, right?
We've come to Dearborn, Michigan, where a battle is brewing in the nationwide campaign to ban certain books from public school libraries.
Well done.
The Dearborn School Board is meeting to announce whether they'll remove a handful of books from their libraries. The books have been at the center of an intense firestorm for months. The fracas over these books is not unlike the fights that have played out at school boards across the country. Culture wars that we tend to associate with white conservative Christians.
Our children are being at risk. They're being groomed. Who puts this kind of stuff in schools?
It is straight up porn.
Public schools have vivid pornography in it, and these cops won't do anything about it.
But in Dearborn, an unlikely alliance is formed. The city is over 40% Arab and traditionally votes Democratic, but this largely Muslim community also holds strong conservative social views.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all.
The two books that have drawn the most controversy here, This Book is Gay and Flamer, are both about teens.
And guess who did all this? Bibi Netanyahu. He was responsible for the Black Lives Matter, the LGBTQ plus movement, etc., etc. Go in this and I'll pull up the audio file of him talking about orchestrating all this stuff.
And they're the ones that spoke the loudest at all the meetings, the Muslims that did not like what was going on in the schools.
Struggling with their sexuality.
You worried about the gay people? No problem. We're not worried about the gay people. We're worried about our children.
Schools are no place to teach children about the complexity of sexuality, gender identification, or sexually explicit material.
Mike Hashem has been one of the most vocal figures in the fight.
Many of our parents and the students' parents do not understand what's going on in the schools. Those types of books, when you read one page, you're already disgusted at it. This teaches you to go against your parents, teaches you to go against your own self.
Talk me through it from the beginning. When and how were you first made aware of this?
So obviously we've seen what was going around in the country at different school boards and things like that. We'd never expected these types of books to be in our schools. Up until I'd say a hero came up. Her name is Stephanie Butler.
God is here to protect us, and I can say my heart is now full, seeing the community come together in the name of protecting our children.
Stephanie Butler is a local realtor who saw what was happening across the country and became outraged after looking into the books in her daughter's school library. She was the one who originally filed a complaint about the books and rallied the community against them.
The sexualizing of our children between the books, the assignments. If you would investigate and see all the things that I've seen and the amount of our kids that are turning that way, it's
turning
not
what way?
Turning, gay and all this stuff. So basically, the government wants your kids from birth until through college, so they can indoctrinate them, make them think the way they want them to, like everything's normal. And it sounds like a hell of a good conspiracy theory, and I wish it was. I really do.
Do you feel like this struggle that you're in the middle of, do you think it pertains to conservative Islamic values as well? Is there an overlap there? Is that why this coalition is happening?
Yeah, there's a huge overlap. A lot of our values are the same.
And these people from across the various ethnic and religious communities, and was that surprising to you?
No, only because I live here in Dearborn, so I know like what their values are. I think it was surprising to a lot of people. I was painted as a white Christian nationalist, basically, that was leading all these ethnic people off a cliff, insinuating that these people are not educated and they don't know how to think for themselves.
And I'm not saying you're leading them off a cliff, but are you a leader in this college movement?
Oh, absolutely. In the south end, Dearborn is predominantly Yemeni. and they call me the mother of the South End.
One of the biggest.
Y'all heard that?
Yep.
The Muslims see the light in her,
Because they saw the fire in her.
and they realized they both sides had the same values. Wow.
Yes.
That's not what you're told on TV, is it?
Nope.
The television telling a bunch of lies.
Sources of tension is a single page in the book Flamer, where some kids are playing a prank on the main character, pretending to masturbate into a bottle and telling him that the person who doesn't climax has to drink it. Nothing explicit is shown. Some of the key figures in the fight are a little fuzzy on the details.
So these books we're talking about, how do you have access to them?
We know the titles, and we did our research.
And then you read the books?
Partially.
Holy shit, you did research? Imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't want to read the whole book, just to...
Why?
It's just a moral thing with me.
I found the part that you guys are talking about, but like, I'm having trouble, like, seeing.
So read this part.
All right. We're each busting a load into this bottle. If you don't come, you have to drink it.
What do you mean he's having a problem seeing what? What is this guy having a problem seeing?
The context of it, what does that refer to?
You don't know the context because you haven't read the page before or the page after.
Well, what does that refer to?
They're hinting. That's part of the joke. Have you?
That's part of the joke.
Like, that's okay.
Man, I'd have your ass out my house so fast, dude. I would like tell you, get your bitch ass out of my house.
Standards, just like Christians do.
Get your little demonic ass out.
There comes a fine line with children.
Man, you know what happened?
So they want you to think these people like children, and that's not the case.
No.
That's how they keep you divided.
I don't have any kids.
Oh, you don't have kids?
I don't have kids. I plan on having kids.
Yeah. If you had kids, do you think this book would make your kids drink cum?
How is this representing the LGBT youth community? Do they want to be represented as a bunch of
pedophiles?
Deviants?
The media specialists have completed.
Bro, you're targeting children. You're a pedophile in my book.
Right.
I don't give a
And
shit what.
they don't put.
The plus is for pedophiles.
Muslims don't put up with that crap either.
I don't put up with it. I don't give a shit what it is.
Nobody does.
I know atheists that don't put up with that shit.
Did the initial review process of the following books that have been formally challenged. This book is gay, and All Boys Aren't Blue. Both were found to be appropriate for high school students.
The board did not.
And to have them attack like this, it just rips my heart.
I'm going to burn this book, and then you can reorder it 100 times, and then parents can have their kids check it out.
You're actually going to burn the library book?
No, but they're not getting it back. That's the one about coming in a bottle and drinking it and, master.
Man, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. How can you even try to sit there and act like you don't know what it says?
This was what? Several years ago.
2022?
Right? Okay.
Just the other day.
But now that's the enemy when they were coming together.
Yeah, they're the enemy now.
But on purpose.
Exactly.
Because they don't put up with this shit either.
Because some Christians can't even recognize the schemes of the Satan himself.
Exactly.
Also about saving someone who's trying to commit suicide and how it's important. And he was
Yeah,
a Boy Scout.
well, they can do that.
He was a Boy Scout and an
they can
altar
do
boy.
that without the sex.
He was a Boy Scout and
Why
an
do the
altar
kids
boy.
need to be represented like
You're
that?
picking one page.
Yeah, well.
Okay, lady.
You're picking
Lady.
one page. If
Lady.
it's all perverted, if it's in just one page in a freaking school, you dumb.
It's just one page, lady.
Right.
So,
Need to be represented like
You're
that.
picking one page.
Yeah, well, what do you call us when you
Take your 15 minutes of fame.
Okay, honey, white nut.
she's doing it for fame, right?
Do you remember?
Look, I don't know what y'all got going on in your communities, but keep that shit out of these schools, right? Or take your kid out of the school. You really care about them, right?
Right.
How
Why do you think so many people did start homeschooling? Because of when that stuff was going on, the schools were defending this crap. I think it was a test on everybody.
Helped you, Jane. She's the teacher union president. She's a bitch.
She's the teacher and the union president. Holy shit. The unions. If it ain't the teachers union, it's the police union. If it ain't the police union, it's all kinds of other unions.
So what's next?
What's next is we plan on doing a school board.
Foot up the ass. If y'all don't stop. Right? So there we go. There's that fight that everybody forgot that took place just a couple of days ago. Right? Where the Christians and the Muslims came together and joined forces to fight for their children. Remember that? Yeah, I do.
Obama did not come to destroy Christian beliefs.
Holy shit,
Stop.
Tammy.
Stop.
Tammy.
Most of
Tammy.
are not even religious. They throw a religion behind the
How did he destroy your religion?
No one can destroy your religion.
You
but
let a man do that
yourself.
to you?
But yourself.
Quit blaming everything
No
on
one
Obama.
cannot rule you. And if they do, you let them.
What are you going to do when Trump does it? Will you be okay? You think Trump's protecting your religion?
No, he's not even religious. He told you he is not.
Said, I'm not Christian. Come on, Christians, vote. Vote one time.
They all say they're Christian, Muslim, Catholic, whatever.
So guess what? Israel chose a king. So guess what? You got it. And guess what it says when that happens? You reject God.
They'll send your children off to war.
Israel requested a king to lead them like other nations, and God, through Samuel, anointed Saul as their first king, marking the transition from tribal judge to monarchy, right? So when you vote for a president, someone to rule over you,
in flesh,
whether it be Trump,
flesh is corruptible.
Obama. Y'all think Trump is like the holy one or the chosen one? Is that what you think? Right? Think about that.
You are. You're the chosen
Holy
one. Step up to the plate.
Shenanigans. Obama has destroyed your religion.
Nobody can destroy anyone's religion but themselves.
Why is that?
When you say
Where did
they're
that come from?
all in the club, they're all the same. I don't know why it's but not my guy.
Exactly.
I don't know where's if I could hit everybody with my palm.
Obama was not one. Obama was not the one that started gay people.
What?
Right? We have people in the government that are gay.
Oh my God! You voted for gay people, guys. You voted for gay people.
And who cares about?
You voted for pedophiles. You voted for blackmail politicians. You voted for crooks and vipers.
Yeah, pedophiles.
You voted for them.
Yeah,
choice.
Butt's pissed.
Leave it at that, as long as they're not diddling kids.
Stop voting for pedophiles and damn gays if you don't like them.
Stop blaming. They want you to blame Obama. They want you to blame Fauci. They want you to blame all these talking heads that aren't even the real people. There's people behind those people.
Obama wasn't even
so
real.
You have an enemy, a villain that you can point fingers at and get mad. Why the real players keep doing what they're doing.
Why you keep look? People are losing their houses. What does that got to do with your sexuality or religion?
No, it doesn't.
People aren't able to eat. What does that got to do with your sexuality or religion?
People are getting all their properties taken away. People are getting the lady I follow on Facebook, they release these endangered wolves that are eating her cattle now. She has a cattle ranch. They're eating her cattle. Right? They don't care what you are. They have an agenda. It doesn't matter what religion you are.
Agenda 2030 is coming for you. Don't matter what religion. Hey, did those bioweapons choose between who was Christian, Muslim, or atheist, or Catholic, or Jews?
They don't care.
Didn't matter. It was equal opportunity. 80% of Israel got vaccinated.
Yes.
What the hell? And you think Obama had something to do with that?
And those poor people's immune systems are so weak. That's why they can't be attacked. If they were to be attacked over in Israel, those people would die from the attack because their immune systems are weak.
Came out addressing reporters.
Look at this. Look at this shit from CNN when Obama was president. Check this out.
On Thursday, and he was wearing this tan suit.
He was wearing a tan suit. Look, in August 2014, a scandal like no other rocked the Obama presidency to its core because he came out in a tan suit. Guess who else wore a tan suit? Reagan. And nobody said nothing. Look.
Y'all, it's a game.
It's a game.
With your head.
Turn that shit off. Look, Reagan, tan suit. Everybody was silent.
They want to say, oh, Obama was really Muslim, or he was gay, or who gives a shit?
Or what's her name has a kickstand. Who gives a damn?
They want you to focus on something that doesn't matter.
He got 80 million votes.
Looking at what they are doing. Look over, it's a shell game. They play with your mind on purpose, and y'all fall for it every single time.
Tan suit at yesterday's news conference. He was wearing a tan suit.
Light tan suit. I think it was shocking to a lot of people. Is this an effort to make him look warmer?
There's no way any of us can excuse what the president did yesterday. I mean, and then for him to walk out, I'm not trying to be trivial here, but in a light suit, light tan suit.
Also known as Tangate.
Tan suit, and how the tan suit made him look unpresidential.
Whoever talked him into going into a tan suit, they're so desperate because of these low poll numbers, they're willing to do anything.
What?
Sound familiar?
The tan suit.
Oh, the tan suit. Oh my God, Reagan.
Yeah, look, Big Mike. Yeah.
Yeah,
Guess
Big
what?
Mike.
Big Mike was played by 5 different people.
Just like Melania.
Some were women, some were men.
Y'all can't.
They're not even really married.
No
It's all
shit.
a stage.
Those aren't.
Acting.
Those weren't
That's
even
not
their
their
kids.
wives.
Same thing with Trump.
So it doesn't matter.
Those aren't his sons.
No.
That's his brother's kids.
They tell you. They show you. Go look at old Melania.
Right.
Pictures. Nothing like the one
Bet
today.
y'all ain't even looked at that. Y'all think every Trump you see is
They're
Trump?
actors. None of them
Stop.
are really married. None of them. That's not any of their kids.
Stop.
They're rent-a kids.
Boy, this
Through the TV.
this awakening is going to be fun for some of
It's
you.
like when people say they've all been placed. It's actually all of them that have been placed.
Yes.
It's not-
Yes.
you can't pick and choose who you want placed. You
It's the
can't-
greatest show on earth.
And I don't care if they're gay or not. I don't. Don't touch kids. They're crooked. They're taking your money. They're lying to you every
Continue to
day.
tank.
That's the least of my problems, is if they're gay or not.
Look at how many different versions of Obama there's been. He's been light skinned. He's been dark skinned. He's been looking more.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at how many different Trumps there are. Look at Melania. There's like 5 different Melanias, 5 different Trumps. Guys, look at everybody you see in that White House.
It's political free.
Trump has a
yes.
Most of Trump's cabinets are married men that are married to other men that have babies, and you didn't even look into it.
No.
You don't even say nothing about it. You're okay with it, so therefore they keep doing it because you're looking at somebody else.
And it's all fake.
fake.
They know it's fake.
It's fake.
And you know it's fake. You've known it from the beginning. They told you it's a movie.
But some people have to be shown.
That entire thing's a movie. It means what you're looking at, the political theater, is fake.
The world
It's a movie.
is a stage.
They've been doing it since 1920.
This Obama don't even look like the one we see today.
No.
They say he was the first cloned one. I don't know.
Well, the Chinese say Trump is a Chinese clone.
Timu Trump.
Timu Trump. That means he could be either a digital twin. He could actually have a real clone. I don't know what the hell, but it's not the same person. It's not even a person. These people. That's why Trump's name is in all caps.
All caps.
He's a brand. He's not even a person.
No. They sell his name.
They love
like Nike. All caps. Nike, Reebok, Trump. Look, they even got a clone called Trump Sweat.
Yes.
Smells like Trump Sweat. People buy that shit.
And
People
that's
bought,
what
Christians
you're gonna
bought
find
the
out.
Trump Bible.
You're gonna find out these people that keep lying to you, keep saying what they're gonna do that don't ever do anything, are fake people you're depending on saving you, and it's laughable, and they laugh at you.
Yes, even the Q shit.
Stop. Humanity will save each other.
Yes.
You gotta wake up to the bullshit.
To how they're
that's
keeping
running
you
your
divided.
face, and they tell you to your face. That's what's even crazier.
Right, they show you. Hell, Trump hollered at a 12-year-old going up the escalator in Trump Tower and said, "Girl, if you were 18, I'd be marrying you." And then she said, "Ha ha ha." And then she went up the escalator and he goes, "Hey, you going up there?" And she goes, "Yes." Why was he talking to a 14-year-old like that at Trump Tower?
Man, go look at Trump's cases.
Son of a
He
bitch.
has a sexual assault with Epstein at 13 years old. Go look it up. New York.
It's in the files.
There's a case, right? She was threatened. She never went to court, so no discovery. 20 allegations against beauty pageants, media. Go look it up.
Trump got COVID. What date?
I'm
October
not
2nd.
saying it's true. Because none of it went to court. So I'm just saying, you can't ignore this stuff. That's why we are where we are, because we ignore all these things that come forward.
Remember
we ignore the victims.
Remember when MAGA thought the Democrats were just on the files, and then they wanted everything released?
Yes.
And now that it's flipped, they're like silent.
Yes.
So you have no principles. You have no morals.
No.
People have to stop lying to themselves. Just try to. You're addicted. People are addicted to the TV. They're addicted to the commercials. They're addicted to the TV, the personalities. It's like there's another friend or something around them. If you, I was addicted to the commercials too. I was in advertising.
We all were at one time. Yeah.
Like the commercials were your bathroom break, your drink break, whatever. And we were all like that. So I got off of it because I went to YouTube and I went to the lectures, but I went to YouTube and I started watching other things that were good for me. It takes, it'll take like 3 days to like really, it's like rough, you're used to something. And when you're so programmed, it's so much better when you aren't programmed and watching that stuff. You can really see it for what it is. And
you gotta step back.
Yeah, take that step for yourself so that because this is all going to just get worse and worse, and you're going along with it, and your stress and your nerves, you're not going to be able to help anybody. You guys know more than most people, and you're not going to be in any fit shape to help anybody because you're going to be wrapped up in the bullshit.
You're going to fold like a damn tree in the wind.
That's what's going on. I told grown men on Twitter and Space, I'm like, you're going to need somebody like me because you're going to be sitting in the corner, shitting your pants, crying out for your mother. And you're going to need somebody like me that'll come over and help you.
Yeah,
for real.
You got to step back and look at it for what it was. As much as you know today, stop listening to people that just makes you feel good because you don't like what's going on and you just want to feel that comfort zone.
You want confirmation.
Zen out and meditate out. That's
fake spirituality.
You've got to get involved. You've got to call it out. That's your duty. That's your job. You cannot just ignore it. You can't. Or you can. But you're going to you can buy into it and get caught up in it and be the one that rats out your neighbor. Right? When they get thrown into a detention camp, and you want to be that person in history?
Guess what happens? It gets reversed.
Yeah.
You're screaming for deportations and mass this and mass that. Guess what?
They did that in Nazi Germany.
They're checking to see who's got whose hearts.
It was a test. Same thing.
How many times did they say you were going to be tested in the Bible?
They took soldiers that took Jews and told the soldiers to bury the Jews alive. And they dug the hole. They buried them up to the neck before the soldiers said stop. Then they told the Jews to bury the soldiers. They wouldn't do it. It was a test to see who was humane. Who would actually go that far?
Damn.
And people did.
Same thing with the zapping the person in the back.
Yes.
Well, and they kept turning it up until the guy, 60% of the people failed that test.
So have morals. Stick. You help those whoever need help around you, regardless of who they are. You have their back. So use the Constitution. Got to stand for something or you're going to fall
for everything. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You got to do what's right. Here we go. Now check this out. This guy, instead of praying to Jesus Christ, he prayed to Trump during a traffic stop.
He did.
Literally, right here. There's.
And did that.
Please, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. I'm asking you. Please save me. Please save me. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these truth.
There goes a window.
Go break.
And that's what they do.
They think he's nuts, probably.
Somebody said, "Save me, Tom Cruise."
They're mocking him, but no, this is a sickness for real.
That people really are praying to Trump, guys. Y'all know that, right?
It looked real. I wouldn't have. I think that looked real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were breaking it. There was a cop. You seen it?
Yeah. No, I mean, just how he was
He
doing
was at a
that.
traffic stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, this is real. This isn't fake shit. This is real shit, man. There are people that lost their family members because they pray to Trump. It's craziest shit I've ever seen. It's not. This ain't fake.
There's people that are doing that with the med beds right now.
Yes. Oh my God. That's even more disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Because you're denying Christ and your ability to heal yourself. You have everything on this land to heal yourself, and you refuse that.
And
right? You want to get something that somebody from another country is telling you that they have the intel. What does that tell you? You're trusting people that's not even in your own country to tell you what's out there.
Have y'all noticed that?
And exploiting the American people?
That the Q
You don't find something wrong with that?
That all the Q sloppers are in other countries?
Australia, all the ones that have
Puerto
been
Rico,
infiltrating the government, infiltrating within our social media, being paid by other countries. You're believing them over your own people.
Yeah, Australia.
Maybe that's why Trump said America first, right? Right? They're taking advantage of y'all. Because that's how you weaken and demoralize and destabilize a nation.
Damn.
And y'all can't even see it. That's what pisses me off.
Damn.
Y'all want to uphold these people you don't even freaking know. And you trust them with financial stuff?
The snakes are charmers. They charm you. They don't look like demons. They don't come across as like the most evil person. They come across as the most sweet, kindest, cutest person.
They play off America's gullible because they're gullible.
Gullibility.
They're too trustworthy.
Our elders fall for the gullibility and children. I can understand children that, when you tell them about Santa Claus, how we lie to our children, tell them Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney and give you some presents.
I mean, look at how many people fell for Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward, on his own interview with another person, said he procured children for Jimmy Savile.
Damn.
He told you what he did, and you still followed him.
Craziest shit I ever seen.
It blows my mind. But you won't listen to somebody that's telling you something because you want to hear what you want to hear. Anything to do with financial, money, humanitarian. You think you're going to be a humanitarian when you sit there and degrade other countries?
Who wants you to
and
come
other
over?
religions and brown people or whatever? No.
That's not humanitarian.
You're not even doing it now.
Like shit.
Yeah,
it makes me sick. It does. And I hope those people get what they get for betraying and using people and playing on their gullibility, their sickness, and wanting to be healed. Right? Those people will have their own special place. But you're supposed to fully rely on God. But isn't that frog is?
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to know your own power, your own abilities, what God has given you. Stop looking for somebody to save you. Stop looking for somebody to heal you. Because it might not be what you want. There's snakes and everything out there. And they're allowed to do it.
Yep.
They're allowed in this time.
Because we're in Satan's little season, in my opinion.
And you were
and you don't even realize
you were warned.
Yeah, it's minute by minute, day by day to learn about the herbs, learn about everything. There's so much to learn.
There is, and you know what? I fell for it. I felt for the but you know, I kind of believed in some of that QFS. I didn't know QFS was the digital prison they were building for us.
Right.
You know, it sounded great. Oh, okay, yeah. The wealth from the wicked will be handed to the righteous.
Those that were last
Right.
will be first,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
those that were first will be
Well, it
last.
also said that everybody was gonna be monitored. So I figured, oh, okay, that'll be good because they need to be monitored. But they were gonna monitor me. It's
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
See, you agreed to the
Until
shit.
I listened to certain people that said, get this book. I read it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's against the Constitution. Wait, hold up. That's when I
Hey.
started correcting myself.
Coinage is gold and silver, not Bitcoin on a fucking computer.
And then
Excuse my language.
that gold and silver is the only one to pull us out of this debt, or
You
will
can't pay off a debt
forever be indebted to
with
the bank.
fiat, and they know that.
And I started reanalyzing everything, and then I'm like, why? I even told Mike that. Why are these people from other countries
Yeah, and he started questioning shit. Like, wait, you're right.
marketing to our American people?
Wolverine.
Foreign influence.
Who's the other guys? Wolverine, out of country.
There's a lot of them.
All of them are out of country except for one lady. She's in some state. I think she's in Texas. But she does this stuff every night. But
truly I say unto you, whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name might be letting in a murderer or a drug. Let's get her to a detention center.
see what they turned us into? This is GOP Jesus. This is when you take Christianity and politics and put it together, and you, right? So that's a little comedy skit, right? Mark,
Right? Like Linda said, I feel for the Trump train. Poor Mike had to come out and tell us it wasn't good. Yes, and you know what? I admired him
he lost a lot of people.
because he corrected himself. When we brought the evidence, he changed. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's called humbling yourself, correcting yourself.
Right.
Even though you lost a lot, he lost 10,000 people in one day.
He was willing to lose it all.
And
He didn't like it.
for that.
And towards the end, he was like, sheepdog, you know, so-and-so's, I'm not going to say his name, so-and-so's, you know, complaining about subscriptions and we're losing viewers. I said, well, man, the truth is the truth. I said, you know, you got to be willing to lose it all in order to gain it. And we kept moving forward.
And still, we still bring the truth, and nobody even, I mean, I'm sure there are, but it's like, it was, when it was all feel good, it was millions of viewers, millions of participants. Now you're the enemy.
Hey, we presented so much information that on the Q&A nights, they asked us about the financial side that we didn't even cover. We didn't even talk about none of that stuff.
Yeah, you guys made that plain that you didn't talk about that.
That was the number one thing.
And to this day, people will say, well, y'all promoted it. I said, no, me and Sheepdog never did.
I said gold and silver,
we always
fucker,
said
constitutional.
Gold and silver.
And
We never even bought foreign currency.
Hell no. Why would I take?
I always questioned the QFS.
Why would
I always questioned Charlie Ward. I always questioned all these little frauds. I think are frauds. My opinion only.
I even had people offer me that cash. So Sheepdog, if when I get this, I'm giving you $1 million. I said, oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't care.
That was 6 years ago.
You're still waiting? It's coming.
That was 6 years ago.
You know
They're
what?
still
I
holding
don't
that.
care for $1 million. I don't, because you know what? That $1 million would be attached to something.
Yeah.
That I don't want no part of.
That's
Think about it. You got to give up fiat for a fiat. And think about this. In order to exchange that fiat, you got to go to Iraq.
That's right.
Man,
And how many? And guess what? If you're scared of Muslims, you're gonna shit your pants.
Yeah, right. Or you have to pay the broker 40% of your foreign currency. I posted all that. Y'all go look into it.
I feel like this is where we're at tonight. Kind of like this video.
Run away! Run away! What's up, sir?
done.
So whip y'all into shape, man. We got to graduate boot camp.
Play those TikToks I sent you.
Which one?
Don't tell us we're not going to be able to catch it.
The TikToks.
Yeah, I got them all. Like, which one first? 10 of them. There's 10 of them. Which one of them? I know. There's 10. Come on, guys. Ah, sir. There we go. Hey, man, it's going to be tough kitty, man, when it gets done. We're all going through the fire right now.
Right,
So,
Lori? We're not going to need money in the future. Okay, well, there's two sides to that coin.
okay.
There was the digital where you wouldn't need money. No, you just have digital. And then there would be bartering. Right? So pick which coin you want to go on.
Oh, so we're going into socialism?
Yeah.
Oh,
In a form of
in a
it.
form of it? Right, that's like this one guy right here. Remember this in this shit though, where he said socialism? He goes, "What do you mean socialism? I don't talk to people."
Oh.
There is no freedom. We're all slaves. I go to work every day for 10, 12 hours, and I get maybe 2 hours with my family a day, but I have to work to pay all my bills. We shouldn't have to work for all that. Shouldn't be paying for water. Shouldn't pay for power.
Are you kind of like a socialist?
No, I don't talk to people.
I don't.
He said, "Are you a socialist?" He goes, "No, I don't talk to people."
But what he just asked for
He
was
wants to
all
be
socialism.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you voting for Bernie then?" Like, no,
He said we shouldn't have to pay for water. We shouldn't have
to pay for electricity.
That's socialism.
Shouldn't pay for power.
Are you kind of like a socialist?
No, I don't talk to people.
I don't think he knows what that word. Why? Why do y'all confidently talk about and use words you don't even know the fucking definition of? This is twice in the same show. One of these motherfuckers has either used or reacted to a word out of context. Or not even out of context. Like, just, they don't even fucking know what it means or use it correctly. This motherfucker thinks socialist means he talks to people. Like,
All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, we got a little.
It's true. Just like I said,
Oh,
I
Lord.
battled people all day yesterday on Facebook
We're in
about
the
Shahira Law.
trenches.
Y'all go look up what Shahira Law is. Don't just regurgitate
What Sean Hannity told you.
Oh,
Sean Hannity,
because
Mark
then
Levin.
you look stupid. You
Yeah.
really do.
Stop, please. Please.
So
please.
I already presented what communism means, what socialism means, what capitalism means, right? And there's all the countries that use the different ones. Some use all three. America is capitalism. That's when the top of the top basically run the country.
We're in an oligarchy.
Oligarchy with big tech bros
We're not
that
in the cap. Like,
make a lot of money from the capitalism that keep us all down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay? You can integrate all three, or you can integrate two, or whatever.
It says it in your Trump Bible. Those that were last are going to stay last.
That's what, yeah, it did say that.
Look, and it's crazy. It's crazy because that is a prime example that these people that are voting against their own best interest know what they are living in is bullshit. They know there's a better way, but because we have spent since World War II trying to put a fear of anything that is not red-blooded American capitalism, baby. You ain't lived under capitalism your entire life. You're watching this, by the way. This is a motherfucking oligarchy. It can't be right. Now, I'm not a communist, not even a socialist. I think we should like come up with our own new shit. But y'all have got to be fucking smarter than this. At least have some discernment. Open a fucking book.
So true shots right there.
I mean, it's true, y'all. Don't fall for the stuff that they're pushing out there. Go look it up. You're fearing something that's been just programmed.
You're voting against.
You don't
your
even
shit.
know what it is.
You're voting against your own well-being.
Exactly.
Like, you voted for Republicans, but you're all on Social Security and SNAP. Right.
Which is socialism.
Which
That's socialism.
and then they turn around and take it from you, and you wonder what the hell's going on.
Because it's socialism, and they can give and they can take away.
Like,
right?
It's weird. It's weird what politicians can do to people.
But look this stuff up.
You vote because you hate the other guy.
Don't listen to the talking heads.
You want to troll the libs while you're all paying $5 in gas.
And quit. The
Stop.
libs, we're all Americans. Stop with the left right crap. It's sickening. It
Even
really
the China thing. 92% of the Chinese own their own homes. Or
Right, yeah.
92% of the people here live in apartments.
What?
Yeah, it's true.
And they call that communism over there.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm not saying that's good either. They do have a social credit score. You can be blacklisted and not be able to go anywhere. But what I'm saying is, look at what you're supporting or what you're not supporting. There's got to be a better way, and we can all come together and come up with a better way that fits what we all want. But if you keep giving your power to these people that use and abuse you, you're going to keep getting the same shit over and over and over.
Look.
They told you who they were. They showed you who they were with the Epstein files. They showed you they don't give a shit about you, but you still want to think one of them is going to do something for you. They will do something, but there's always going to be a string attached. Always.
Keep the Uyghurs under constant watch.
Oh, this is coming here. This is what Trump said. He likes Xi Jinping because he rules with an iron fist. And he's in a race with China. Look at this.
China transformed the province into one of the most heavily surveilled parts of the world.
Good luck.
Every Uyghur over 12 years old is forced to surrender their biometric
Oh,
data,
shit.
including voice, blood.
Make China great again.
No, that's who they want to merge our tech with.
Hell yeah.
That's the Red Dragon.
As long as we get these damn Muslims out of here, I don't give a damn. I'm
So
willing to give up.
y'all
my
want to
biometric.
worry about Muslims and Mexicans and this and that
The Chinese
when
can-
we have AI tech. Come on, y'all.
Look, DNA samples.
And iris.
Oh, we want that DNA. We want your iris scan too.
Yeah.
You want this money, right? You want this what
You
is
want
it?
to eat, right?
You want universal basic income? You want to eat? I know you just lost your house, right?
Scans.
Now, China's surveillance state is going global.
Hell yeah.
Chinese-based companies have sold their sophisticated
And
technology.
guess what? Remember when Trump sent all those big tech guys over there to China and they all flew over there and had a meeting?
Uh-huh.
And then they came back here? Y'all remember that just the
Went
other
to
day?
Saudi Arabia. He went to China, North Korea, all of them.
What?
And he thinks they're all awesome. He likes how they rule.
Huh. Is that Trump speaking or somebody speaking through
I
Trump?
don't know. Just saying what he said.
Right, that ain't Trump. It's an actor playing
80
the president.
countries.
It's an actor playing the president of a dead corpse.
These systems make it easier for autocrats to spy on their populations.
Hell yeah.
Giving them an unprecedented level of control when it comes to the choices, communications, and private transactions that citizens are making.
Damn.
In Uganda, tech from Chinese companies like Huawei is allegedly used to spy on government opposition figures.
Have been put under 24-hour surveillance. All our phones are hacked.
What?
And even in London, which is the third most surveilled city in the world, half of its councils use camera systems from companies linked to the abuse of Uyghurs.
In the UK, there's an estimated 4 to
Spy on me, daddy.
They're doing that here right now. The CCTV cameras, the flock, the street light ones, they want to put motion behavior sensors.
Because we're all on the Epstein list.
But, they want to
and-
dog you about the
and Anthony
Constitution,
Miller
how
laptop.
that's against all our amendments. When the ones pointing this out is the ones trying to save our ass from going into this shit.
Damn it.
And y'all want to call them liberals? You want to call me a liberal?
No, they called me a liberal, Democrat, conservative,
Terrorist.
terrorist,
Because we
infidel.
were talking.
What a title. That's like what What's the oxymoron that's so that we Civil War. It's like Civil War.
6 million CCTV cameras.
More governments are moving towards the Chinese model of censorship and automated surveillance.
This is for your safety, okay? You wanted safety, right?
Right, and
You want safety for
and the
you don't want those
people
buildings.
were saying the military is the only way. You don't want military messing with civilians. Trust me. That is not good, and that's not even constitutional.
Damn. How American are you? We're gonna find out.
That's right.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna see who did the work and who didn't do the work. We're gonna find out.
Before Jack finishes his final thought, I've gotten several emails. How do we take lawful, peaceful, effective action? How do we remove these people? The third and the fourth section of the 14th Amendment is a good place to start. You see, every public servant has to take the oath to the Constitution, state and national. When they operate outside of that delegated authority given to them by the people, then they war against the Constitution. They vacate that office, the pension and the salary, because constitutionally they're not fit to serve or receive any public funds. The oath of office is where the remedy really rests, with removing these traitors from office. That's the lawful, peaceful, effective action that we need to be taken if we're going to get this country back.
Guys, there you go.
One last thought.
Anyone that does not like the Constitution, and if you're greenlighting anything outside of the Constitution,
you're in trouble.
You need to go look in the mirror.
You're in trouble if
You need to
you're a
go
veteran,
read your Constitution
government
again
employee.
and stop. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, for real, because this is coming up and it's going to be vital that you know what you're supporting, what you're doing. Stand on your principles, stand on the Constitution, and stand what's right, not what's wrong. Don't be on the wrong side of history. Don't.
We love Nevada. We love Nevada. Thank you. A couple of months ago, we weren't expected to win this one. You know that, right? We weren't. Of course, if you listen to the pundits, we weren't expected to win too much, and now we're winning the country.
So much winning. Oh.
And soon the country is going to start winning.
When was this? 2016?
We won the evangelicals.
Okay.
We won with young.
Okay.
We won with old.
Okay.
We won with highly educated.
Okay.
We won with poorly educated.
Okay.
I love the poorly educated.
Why does he love the poorly educated?
Because they vote and they don't know what they're voting for.
Shit.
So we've had uneducated people voting for uneducated people.
Damn it.
Like,
or unconstitutional people. Right?
Unconstitutional. They don't care. They don't care about a constitution. They were hoping we would forget it. And I know people like to debate if the Constitution was lawful anyway. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing saving us right now.
Acreage that will now be on the Mexico side. It looks like they're about to basically put Americans on the other side of 280,000 acres of Texas land. So Americans are going to be fenced out.
We're giving some land to Mexico?
We're giving 280,000 acres of land and the most important water source in West Texas to Mexico. I mean, that is what Donald Trump is doing. If you talk to people down there on the border, that's what they'll tell you.
Territorial concessions to Mexico is happening under the Trump administration?
Yeah, territorial concessions to Mexico. My family has a ranch, hundreds of acres of land in West Texas that's been in the family for 5-6 generations, that they just got an eminent domain letter from the federal government so they can come down there and put a wall straight through their land and box them off of acres and acres of their own land, which has the river access, again, the water source in West Texas in the desert that they won't be able to get to if the federal government gets this land. I mean, this is the stuff that's happening.
MAGA.
Where are your videos decrying this?
Look at the map. It was like several years ago we posted it. Everywhere around the coastline, the federal government can sanction that off, claim it eminent domain.
Yes.
Make you move away from the coastline within so many miles, and claim that as federal land because they can use it as they have to protect the ships from coming in.
Yep. And
they can make you leave.
They have jurisdiction of 100 miles from the border.
Yes.
So guess who all voted for Trump along the border? Everybody.
And that's along the
They're fixing to
coastal
lose their shit.
The border lines that pair up to other countries. Yeah, they can take all your land right there.
What Trump say? Be careful what you ask for.
That's right. And they can claim it as eminent domain legally.
This isn't the Democrats doing this. This isn't Joe Biden doing this. This isn't Barack Obama doing this. This isn't a Democratic Congress doing this. This isn't a Democratic governor in a Democratic state that's going along with this. 280,000 acres of Texas real estate with Americans living on it and a crucial water source being boxed out of the United States of America into Mexico by Donald Trump's administration. Where's the content talking about this? Where's the content saying how wrong it is to box out 280,000 acres of Texas land and the Americans that live on it? Or how wrong it is for this gentleman's farm that's been in his family for 5 generations to get an eminent domain letter from the federal government, not the state of Texas, and that would be bad enough, they're Republicans, but the federal government, the Trump administration, saying we're going to put a wall right through your fucking property and we're going to cut you off from acres and acres and acres of your own land and a vital water source. Where is your fucking content decrying that?
They're silent. Trump said they were silent.
Can you?
Trump said MAGA or the Republicans are silent. Why are they so silent? Maybe they shouldn't be.
Y'all haven't. The people that aren't saying nothing, they're gonna fixing to feel it. You're fixing to feel it, and you're gonna wish to God you didn't support this shit.
Or you wish to God you would have said something.
You would have said something.
Why did I
because they are going to do everything they can find any loophole, anything. And if we don't say anything, tacit consent.
So we lose the whole Rio Grande.
Imagine the shitstorm that would cause on conservative talk radio, on conservative 24-hour news stations, on conservative podcasts, if that was Joe Biden doing it. Can you imagine if it was Gavin Newsom winning the 2028 election and in 2029 he did this? He said, you know what, those 280,000 acres, we don't want those anymore. We're going to box them out of the United States of America. Can you imagine the shitstorm that would cause on the conservative right in this country? Donald Trump does it? Fucking silence. Nobody's talking about it. And that is not an insignificant chunk of land, ladies and gentlemen. 280,000 acres and a crucial water source. It's our fucking land. And he's going to wall it off from our country. And the fucking brain dead that wear the red hats say nothing.
And what was the point? What was the point in building the wall if you're just going to build another wall? Oh, more money.
In Texas, is only over by Eagle Pass. That's it.
What are they not telling?
You know how long big Texas is?
Dude,
you could not.
it's the size
It
of
would take
Africa.
forever to build a wall. To actually, why the northern border is wide open,
North man, and
that's where all the drugs.
they're
come
trafficking
through.
people through there right now.
Yes.
And bringing
Through
in
Canada,
foreigners.
through.
If you go all along the northern
But they
border,
wanted you to focus on the southern. There's a reason. So Trump is going to bring
remember Steve
up.
Bannon wanted to fund that,
Yes,
and he stole the money.
that's right.
Hmm.
Trump wants to bring in election fraud, right? Even though 60 out of the 62 cases brought to courts were struck down, no evidence. Even the FBI investigated,
Why wouldn't they bring that?
found no evidence, right?
That's
So he wants
destabilization.
to bring this up to bring in presidential emergency war powers under the Constitution. So
that sounds like a big
this is what can happen because Lincoln did it. So the presidential emergency and war powers under the Constitution, the president's authority expands during emergency or wartime, but it never overrides the Constitution.
Oh.
Emergency powers come from laws Congress has enacted, not from any ability of the president to suspend constitutional limits. Even in war, presidential actions, presidential, here, I messed up. Presidential to suspend constitutional limits. Even in war, presidential actions remain bound by the Constitution. Rights, judicial review, and congressional control over funding and declarations of war. Unless, this is the only exception, if they suspend habeas corpus.
Oh.
And that power belongs to Congress. Every other constitutional protection remains in force.
Wait, didn't MAGA say they did no more due process and they wanted habeas corpus Stephen Miller?
Meaning,
and they give Trump plenary power?
Yes.
Or Trump's the actor plan.
Habeas corpus meaning purpose and suspension. Habeas corpus prevents the government from detaining someone without showing lawful reason.
Which means they can come get you. They don't give a shit if you're a citizen or not.
If they
you don't have the option to prove yourself whether you're a citizen or not, guys.
Okay, so
you're not safe.
With habeas corpus,
because
they have to have a lawful reason. It forces authorities to bring a detained person before a judge and justify the detention. Suspending it allows the government to hold individuals without immediate court review or formal charges. Suspension is permanent only in cases of rebellion or invasion. So suspension is intended for extreme situations where normal judicial process could obstruct urgent national defense or public safety needs. Examples include large-scale rebellion where courts cannot operate safely, foreign invasion where rapid detention of suspect collaborators is necessary, mass sabotage or espionage during an attack on the U.S. territory. These situations must involve genuine threats to the nation's ability to function. Examples of aiding and abetting invading forces, actions that could justify detention during an invasion include providing intelligence on troop movements, military bases or infrastructure, supplying weapons or equipment to enemy forces, sheltering enemy combatants, or even helping them evade capture, communicating enemy plans to undermine U.S. defense. These acts directly support an invading military power and threaten national security.
There's another part.
Examples of active rebellion would be armed uprising, armed at overthrowing the federal authority, seizing federal facilities or infrastructure, organizing militias.
Oh.
You hear that?
Wow.
Even though our Constitution says you can organize a militia,
Like somebody asked me in the chat, "Hey, Sheepdog, what's that? Are you guys?"
Or they can claim habeas corpus, or suspend habeas corpus. Sorry, suspension of habeas corpus could be used if courts cannot function, or if mass detentions are needed to restore order. You hear that? Mass detentions.
Oh.
So if you go out there rebelling on whatever they're going to do, or if you try to form a militia per the Constitution, that could be an act of rebellion against the federal government, which they can detain you without any court, going in front of a judge or anything.
Proving your innocence.
Just like they did January 6th. These people were thrown in prison,
Yep.
never got a court date,
No.
never got an attorney.
No charges.
And sat in there for how long?
2 years.
Yeah.
Some of them committed suicide.
Yes. One of the guys
Did y'all know that?
suicide before he even went to court. So, examples of
Who invited those people to DC to do all that? Whose
Yeah.
administration was it?
Yep.
Whose FBI was it? Whose DOJ was it? Trump, right? So how do we miss that?
Exact
We were
examples.
all really innocent and thought we didn't know our government hated us and wanted to kill us.
Right. So examples of sabotage and espionage is destroying bridges, railways, communication lines to hinder U.S. military response. Stealing classified information and passing it to enemy forces.
Which the heck that did?
Intercepting military communications or hacking defense systems. These actions directly compromise national defense and could justify temporary detention without immediate judicial review. So who determines an invading force? Congress, which has the constitutional power to declare war. The president, who identifies and responds to attacks as commander-in-chief. So he can identify anybody he wants as enemy combatant, right? Intelligence agencies, which assess foreign military actions, military leadership, which conforms hostile incursions. An invasion is not vague concept. It requires clear evidence of foreign military forces entering U.S. territory or attacking U.S. assets. Espionage. Espionage Act includes gathering national defense information with the intent to harm the U.S., transmitting classified material to foreign powers, infiltrating military or government facilities to obtain sensitive data. These definitions apply regardless of citizenship. So this only happened one time where they suspended habeas corpus. Abraham Lincoln did it during the Civil War in 1861 through 1865. Lincoln authorized the suspension of habeas corpus during the Civil War. Later, Congress formally approved it. You hear that? Congress is supposed to approve it before it's enacted. But Lincoln did it anyway, and later Congress approved, which is totally unconstitutional, but he did it. And a lot of people are calling Trump to do the same thing Lincoln did.
Again.
Congress later formally approved it. Reasons included detaining Confederate sympathizers. Okay, think about that. Who would determine who is doing what and what on what grounds? Right. Stopping sabotage of railroads and telephone lines, preventing communication with Confederate forces, holding individuals accused of spying for the Confederacy, maintaining order in border states where courts were disrupted. You hear that? Maintaining order in border states. We just talked about how they're taking the federals taking over the borders. Right?
And ID and we have foreign troops on our soil, guys.
That's right.
Okay.
And
they're called ICE.
He says where courts are disrupted. Right? We know some of the courts are not, most of the courts are not constitutional. Think about that. So examples of individuals that would be detained. People accused of passing military information to Confederate troops. Individuals suspected of destroying railroad lines or bought Union troop movements. Citizens believed to be recruited by the Confederate militias. Suspected Confederate spies operating in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Lincoln's use was controversial, and the Supreme Court later ruled ex parte Milligan.
So Lincoln was surrounded by spies?
Yeah.
Okay, so guess
but
what?
They also say Lincoln was a traitor himself.
Okay.
So who was the good guy? Who was the bad guy?
Same thing with Trump, right?
Right.
How many people is he surrounded by? Who's leaking from his administration right now?
And maybe for a good reason, maybe not. Okay, we don't know. So 1866, the civilians could not be tried by military courts when civilian courts opened. Okay, other presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt during World War II authorized detention of Japanese Americans, German Americans, and Italian Americans.
Yeah.
Habeas corpus was not formally suspended, but the government used wartime powers. And that's what Trump keeps talking about, wartime powers. Or you can declare an invasion. Use wartime powers to detain people without traditional criminal charges. Ulysses S. Grant supported limited suspension in specific regions during Reconstruction to combat the Ku Klux Klan violence. But these were authorized by Congress. And George W. Bush detained the enemy combatants after 9/11.
With no charge?
Corpus was not suspended, but the Supreme Court ruled that the detainees, including non-citizens, retained their habeas corpus rights.
So think about that. Those people that were in Gitmo all these years with no trial.
They went and picked these people up from other countries that was suspected. They weren't even here in America.
You look suspicious.
They sent the military over there, captured them. They've been in there since 9/11. They're just now getting retrials.
Why do you think law enforcement uses the suspicious word all the time?
Yep.
You look suspicious.
So we're at a very fine line on how this could go.
People are cheering it on.
It could be good or it could be really bad. And people wouldn't know the difference.
If you think you're trolling the libs and you think you're out at you.
But if there's mass protests in the streets because of something, they could find that as a threat and they could do that then and justify it. They showed you when they tried to send the military to California. The governor said no, because it's the state's rights to determine that. But if he would have allowed it, they could have done whatever. And you don't want that. You don't want martial law.
Look at what happened to Canada when they tried to organize and do the trucker rally convoy. They froze all their bank accounts.
So
just like that.
Be careful what you're asked for. Know what you're asking for, because it could be one of your family members. It could be you. You could be supporting somebody you think you're supporting.
Did your great-grandparents
that they consider is a terrorist?
Did your great-grandparents have a green card? Did you look? Did they come over here, immigrants? Did they have a green card? If not, then you could be considered an immigrant, illegal immigrant. Right?
Right. So I'm reporting exercising your constitutional rights could become a suspension of a habeas corpus. Think about that.
Some movies,
they did it during Nazi Germany.
There's some movies I've seen where somebody was trying to use the Constitution and there was a scene and then he got shot.
So if you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
Go look at what happened during Nazi Germany. Same thing. You had the brown shirts turning in people. You had neighbors turning in people. People they thought was the enemy wasn't the enemy.
Dude, they arrested Americans in America after World War II and put them in camps.
That's right.
I'm reporting to you from the town of Sir Al Garabiya. I don't know if you can hear the 2 Israeli drones hovering above our heads right now, but I have a message to the American taxpayers. While you're unable to afford groceries and probably one medical emergency away from bankruptcy, your tax dollars are going directly to Israel. The money is used to buy weapons to kill civilians in foreign countries. I have lost count of the number of massacres that have happened just in the last 24 hours here in Lebanon. It is dizzying. The site where I am now is the site where Israel yesterday killed 19 civilians in a massive airstrike that targeted 2 residential homes. Targeting residential areas is a war crime. I'd also like to say that the violence that you export into the world will come back to you. Your government will eventually use these tactics on you. You are next.
How many fucking people have to warn you? In my opinion, at this point, if you're not speaking about this, you're either evil, a good slave, or you're fucking retarded. What are you gonna do? I'm warning you right now. She's warning you right now. Everybody in the fucking Middle East is warning you. These bombs are coming for us. America, Europe, all. stop it. It is our choice to choose evil or good, and I'm demanding that you fucking make a choice.
Donald Trump is openly talking about breaching the Constitution in broad daylight. Donald Trump once again openly mulled about running again in 2028. This would be in direct violation of the 22nd Amendment of the United States of America. Americans will have to decide between a man and the Constitution. And veterans that served this country and swore an oath to the Constitution will now be in direct violation of their oath that they support this man in 2028. One of the founding principles of the United States of America was self-determination. When the Confederacy took hold in the United States, they tried to abolish self-determination. They tried to subjugate people. After the Confederacy fell, you could see poll taxes going up all over the South and sometimes even in the North, where you would have to pay to go vote. There were a number of laws and constitutional amendments made because of different maneuvers that the South made after they were defeated to still try to prevent black and brown people from voting. And we are still seeing that very same moment today. We are still seeing the zombie of the Confederacy walking among us. Why do you think it's so important for Donald Trump to seize federal control of the election? Why do you think different states made it illegal to pass out water and food at polling stations when you had to wait? Some of the most poverty-stricken people in the country cannot afford identification. So you can see this maneuver from the Confederacy is still rearing its ugly head. Participating in our elections is a birthright in this country. If you want universal ID checks at voting booths all over the country, then you need to start making identification for voting purposes completely free of charge from the government. Some of the worst people off in this country cannot afford the fees to be able to go and get an identification or a driver's license. And that's exactly how you eliminate a large portion of the voting electorate. It's all a game to these sick fucks dating all the way back to right before the Civil War. And we are still seeing the same shit today. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, drop a follow on TikTok, drop a follow on Instagram.
Yeah, Keith_Goldsby on TikTok.
So like he said, he's trying to outdo the 22nd Amendment, right? Read your Constitution, right?
I'll read something.
Everybody that has taken an oath, veteran, cop, anybody, better adhere by the Constitution. That's what you took the oath to.
One.
And don't even
and
say.
I'm done.
Don't even
What?
say. You know, there's people in the comments on the news reels, and they say stuff. I don't know if they're joking or if they're serious, but don't even say anything bad in a joking way, because it's all very serious. You know, like I don't even want to say what people would put, but yeah, just even joking about something that's serious isn't advised right now. I wouldn't before, but I wouldn't now, definitely.
No, don't even joke about it. Don't say publicly or any comments about any threatening thing. They will flag you. Trust me, they're doing it right now. Put you on a list. Don't talk about anything that's like you're gonna flag yourself.
And then you're going to get a knock on the door, and it's going to be ice,
Like
baby.
I said, your Constitution is in the only thing that's going to protect you. You stick by that, you're going to be fine because it's in the Constitution.
Yep.
Anything outside of that, you're going to incriminate yourself.
Yep. That's why I stick by the Constitution, and I don't waver outside of it. I don't give a shit who it is. All this is a test to see where the hell we're at. Do we have a country still, or do we not?
Not out, just done with the job market. I'm 51 and I'm done. I am flat out just done with the job market. I'm done with this little American dream white picket fence BS that we've been sold our whole lives.
You don't want the white picket
I'm
fence?
done chasing side businesses, spending my money on things that are absolutely useless, material things that I don't even remember I bought.
Hey, look,
And I bet you if you
he's got a clothes hanger, but it's a bike. Remember, everybody's got that exercise. I've seen this since the
That
80s.
says there.
It's a fan with a bike, and everyone hangs clothes on it. That's it.
It started out as it was drying your clothes, and then it turned into the closet, I guess.
that I don't even remember I bought. And I bet you if you clicked on this video, you're done as well. And I urge you to stay all the way through to the end, because I think I can help you realize that you have probably wasted a lot of your time chasing the wrong things like I have, buying into this little American dream thing that didn't work out. And there's solutions for you. So how did I get here at 51 years old? I'll give you a little bit of my story. I'm not going to give you an autobiography, obviously. But I got here, like I said, I just turned 51. Actually, June. So this month, I turned 51 years old. And I'd already kind of started realizing, like, man, there's got to be something else out here. This isn't working for me. I'm not happy. I'm not anywhere near where I thought I would be. Some of the mistakes were mine, some not.
Hey, I don't know what the small talk is in the chat, but you're off topic. Please stay on topic. Thank you.
But I just had this realization, and it's really hit me this year. And I think what really put the icing on the cake for me is I had some medical problems. A lot of it was military stuff, VA. And anyway, I was asked to resign. So I basically lost my job because I was missing too many days for medical reasons.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I'm seeing somebody. What about somebody's girlfriend? That doesn't even make sense. What's going on? Is that what is that doing? Please stay on topic in the chat. The small talking about other shit in my chat is fixing to end. Okay, and if you don't like what I'm saying, then you know what to do, right?
Yeah, they were
You're not
talking
doing a
about
service. You're
serious
talking about stupid
stuff.
shit in my chat while I'm doing a show, and this is the issue we have when we bring up shit. We've been doing this for 5 years, and I have to repeat. I have to be redundant as shit because you didn't hear me 500 other times because of the small talk in the chat. Please stay on topic or don't talk.
Or add to it.
Add to what we're saying. Bring links. All right. Bring experiences, stuff like that. Small talking about another podcast, his girlfriend, or whatever the hell y'all are talking about. Please stop.
June. So this month, I turned 51 years old. And I'd already kind of started realizing, like, man, there's got to be something else out here. This isn't working for me. I'm not happy. I'm not anywhere near where I thought I would be. Some of the mistakes were mine, some not. But I just had this realization, and it's really hit me this year. And I think what really put the icing on the cake for me is I had some medical problems. A lot of it was military stuff, VA. And anyway, I was asked to resign. So I basically lost my job because I was missing too many days for medical reasons. I made a video on that, actually, kind of crazy. But when I tried to get back into the job market, nobody wanted me around here. They go for the cheaper college kids, the younger people. And I'm not just exaggerating that. Like, I'm talking hundreds of applications.
Think
And
about
then
it.
I even went.
When he walks in the door, they automatically see, okay, he's older and he wants more money. He's got more experience.
But I'm telling you, people are telling people, just go get a job. Right? People don't understand. My daughter has for almost a year tried to get a job. She cannot get a job. The younger crowd it's almost impossible. She was doing Ubering and stuff like that, which wore down her car. Now she don't even have a car. So don't tell people just go get a job, because it's hard unless you're up there selling your soul to these freaking big corporations. It's hard, right? And then you're supporting people that are feeding you bullshit, and you're not supporting the people telling you the truth. This is the problem in America. This is the problem. You're not supporting the little guy. You're not supporting mom and pop shops. You're supporting big things, and that all that money can be gone in 1 second because of the people you're supporting.
Walk like a king, or walk like you don't give a damn who is. That's the mindset of lions, not house cats, not slaves, lions. Every step you take, that's sacred ground. You don't bow your head, you raise your chin. You weren't born to kneel, you were born to command. See, kings don't ask for permission. They move with knowing, and those who don't know get moved out the damn way. You were forged in chaos, sharpened by betrayal, tested by fire that would have turned most men to ash, but not you. You rose, your scars, metals, your silence, power, your presence, a storm in human form. They don't have to like you, and they don't have to understand you, but they'll feel you when you enter the room, because you carry truth, and truth don't whisper. Truth walks heavy. You are the standard. You are the reckoning. You are the breath before the boom. So either walk like a king or walk like the God these kings report to. And if they can't handle that, tell them to move the hell out the way, because the world belongs to the bold, to the ones who refuse to be caged, to the ones who remember who the hell they are. This is not confidence. This is remembrance. This is divine authority, worn like armor, spoken like thunder, carved into your DNA. So walk like it, talk like it, live like it, because if they knew who you really were, they'd bow. Walk like a king, or walk like you don't give a damn who is.
Listen, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers scratching their head when this shit come crumbling down over here in the United States. You got politicians that was elected and sit in high office and swore to use your taxpayer dollars to look after American people, put things in place for the American people. Man, them folks been scheming that money for a long time, and I ain't talking about just one part. I'm talking about on both sides of the aisle. They've been spending that motherfucking money up. Listen what I'm telling you, man. There should never be a report that come out to say the U.S. military is low on stockpile, low on any goddamn thing. Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars every year go into that shit, man. Them folks done gave everything away to all them folks over there in different countries. And plus they self. Man, these politicians got homes over there. I'm talking about beachfront property, on islands and shit. These folks, man, willing and dealing your money to benefit their motherfucking pocket. Listen what I'm telling you, man. Listen. The United States don't have an Iron Dome. The United States don't have a civilian bunkers in every state in America, or even in the schools. But you know who got that? Israel. They got an Iron Dome. They got civilian bunkers, and they got our military guarding that shit 24/7 around the clock. All of the American people fucking back. But you know what they tell your kids in the school? If something happens, get up under your desk in a fetal position. Run to a fucking closet. No protection of nothing. Listen, man. It's a lot of shit going on right now, man. And a lot of y'all need to keep y'all head on the swivel and really start educating yourself on what's happening in the world right now. Because this bitch is crumbling by the day. That lying motherfucker right there, man, get in front of that camera and look dead in your eyes and lie to you, man. And you hearing reports from all over the world that it's something fucking coming, and it's a lot of threats happening. These motherfuckers on the news, like I done told you, they pay to make you feel good. They pay to lie to you to keep your ass in limbo so you can continue to work and don't pay attention to what's happening. You better stack up on your shit, man, because this dude done bit off more than he can fucking chew, man. Listen what I'm telling you, man. It's a lot of serious shit happening around the world right now. If you think shit high now, you ain't seen nothing. Pretty soon, man, you ain't gonna be able to put nothing in your car, man. We're low on everything, and it's a major problem, and this motherfucker is broke. Y'all stay up out there. Get it out the mud.
And that's what we're talking about. People are not taking what people are laying down seriously. Y'all think this is just a movie and it's just political and it's just, it's just everything's gonna just be. No, we have to go through some shit. Yes, there's real stuff happening and you're not listening to the people that are trying to tell you. Like this is a game. This is all fun and games. It's just a movie.
Oh,
no,
what old podcast?
that's not the case.
Can't wait to see this old podcaster. Can't wait to see what he's got to say. And this podcaster over there, can't wait to watch him. And then you ain't getting nothing from it. Somebody's not doing their shit right.
There's very few people that is actually trying to tell the people. There's the other ones that will tickle your ears. And the Bible warned you about that, didn't they?
Yeah, that's there's very few people are telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
And people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't. They want to live in their little protective bubbles and think everything's going to be just fine.
You want to ask somebody else, what's next? You should be knowing what's next. You should know what's next.
And that's what pisses me off.
Look at history.
It pisses me off because it's happened time and time again.
Over
and over. The people that blow the whistle, blow the horn, they don't listen. They don't.
And the people that are listening are afraid to like and subscribe and share.
No, they don't care. They'd rather pay these big corporations, donate to these politicians, donate here, donate there, instead of the people that's really trying to help you, that actually give a shit, that doesn't have nothing to lose because they don't have anything to begin with.
Man, I don't even have kids. I have nobody to leave anything to. And it's like, I'm doing this. It'll be 4 years in December. This is it. This is it. This is all I do. And it's amazing. And year after year, everybody's celebrating their holidays. They're going on their vacations. They're doing this. I'm going to dinner. It's like last time I went to dinner, I don't know when. I really don't know when it was.
But that's been all throughout history.
Having to stretch your meat with beans.
That's been all throughout history.
I get jealous.
It never changes.
I get jealous. I get I get whatever the hell it is, but by buying a couple of pair of underwear and a couple of new bras, I'm like, oh shit, should I even do this? I'm that much like I'm just all in. If I have extra money, I'm trying some herbs, some teas, some whatever, trying to make myself healthier. I'm not trying to. It's not a guilt trip. It's just that's how I'm living it. I'm living it.
The people that
a joke. It's not a fucking joke.
No, it's not. The people that have always tried to warn the people and tell the truth, they get either put in jail, they don't get funded, they don't get any type of support from the people to help them put out the truth. And that's why the shit keeps going on generation after generation. Look at Bill Cooper.
Yeah.
He tried to tell people he got shot in his own front yard.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah. But they still like to listen to the people that say, that tell them what they want to hear. They buy all their little crap products.
Right. The bag of water.
Their cap, the water, that's by another corporation.
Jefferson.
Right. Another corporation.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's constitutional, moral, or just. Law is often but the tyrant's will, and always so when it violates the rights of an individual.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that's legal. It's legal for them because they're going by the law. But is it lawful? Lawful is you've got to put morals, ethics, standards. Like,
right.
Yeah, you got to know the difference. Like, just got to practice it. Got to look at the two words and really get it in your brain, so you know the difference. Right. Yeah, because it doesn't, you know what? After years and years of bullshit, it's hard to get your brain to not be lazy brain.
It is.
You got to
is.
start at some point with something. That's why I listen to those Manly Hall lectures. I love them and doing my puzzle, learning more. And then I started listening to this guy about common law. And then a question came up on YouTube today from that common law lawyer guy, like a ABCD, and I got it right.
Right.
I never get.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I know, right? I never get
That's
tests
good.
right, man. It's got to be ABC. Because if it was like write your answer out, it's like bullshit. I'm leaving.
And again, I will tell y'all, if you have not watched The Man in the High Castle
on Prime.
go watch it. It's a series, but it tells you what's exactly happening in America. What has been, right? Think about Operation Paperclip. Think about who's invested. What did I tell you who the number one investor in the data centers are and who controls them? Japan. That's the same thing in The Man in the High Castle. It was the Nazis in Japan. They're telling you right in your face, and y'all don't want to see it. Don't want to see it until you see it. And then it's too late.
News, OpenAI launched construction of a new data center in Greenville, Tennessee on top of a sick child today. The artificial intelligence company announced the data center will be positioned in the heart of the small race car-themed bedroom where 8-year-old Billy Treaker fights a rare kidney disease on a daily basis. A ceremonial groundbreaking was held in the third grader's bedroom earlier today. Engineers and surveyors began laying the groundwork for the data center this week, which they say will unleash up to 10 gigawatts of power annually once fully up and running, on top of Stan and Rebecca Treaker's only child. OpenAI executives say they plan on expanding out from Billy's sleeping area to his play and reading areas, as well as to the corner of his room where his mother sits in a rocking chair praying for her son's survival every night, all to guarantee ample space for their 10-ton processors to operate. Despite some community pushback, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says the company won't stop with Billy, announcing the company has plans to build additional data centers on top of a litter of newborn puppies and an elderly couple celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary in the park. Critics have also claimed that OpenAI is being short-sighted with the construction plans, given Billy's prognosis to not make it to his 9th birthday. However, Altman assured shareholders today that if Billy dies before construction begins in earnest, the company will instead develop the data center on top of Billy's dying grandmother just 5 blocks down the street. Coming up next, a new twist on an old classic. Oscar Mayer releases its first ever hot dog made of meat.
Hot dogs aren't made of meat? Oh my God.
Right? So, True said we have state marshals here in LA. Same thing. They're all the same. They're all under the federal government.
Yeah.
Right? So, they're all the same.
Yeah, I took a note.
Now, there are some fractions that are going by the Constitution. Thank God. Those are what you would call maybe the white hats. The constitutionalists that are getting fired. They're getting investigated. They come up missing. Okay? That's what happens when you're telling the truth. Sad fact, but true. It's happened all throughout history. So the ones that are talking all this stuff and they're just doing great and they're nothing's happened to them. They don't get demonetized like we have. They don't get your algorithm don't get pushed out. No one wants to share it because they don't want that out. If it is, then you're not telling the truth.
The lies go
Sorry.
viral and the truth gets suppressed.
That's just
Lies
the
go
fact.
viral and the truth gets suppressed. Remember what I just said. Okay? If you're seeing it go viral, it's bullshit. Guess what?
There's some truth with mixed with bullshit.
The next stuff that's fixing to come across the screens is going to go viral. Guess what? That'll be the truth. But guess what? You're going to react to it. And you're going to do exactly what the hell they want you to do.
That's why they told you
Gotcha.
over and over to work on yourself. Get rid of your labels. Do your inner work so that you can handle yourself under stress, under things that you don't understand that's going to be thrown at you like everything in the kitchen sink thrown at us.
So according to reports, there's going to be an Operation Northwoods type event.
Yep.
It's going to be blamed on the people that
Iran.
everyone's scared of
Yes.
because they need the Christians. They love scaring the shit out of Christians for some reason.
Because they know they're gullible and they have a lot of fear, which they're not supposed to have any fear. But they pander to that, right? They know your weaknesses, they know your fears.
Right, here's those Patriot games that everybody Trump was bragging about, right? Kickball. Tug of war. This is what's going on here,
Brad is the Brandon Circus.
Hush up. Oh, look. They're jumping over each other. Patriot games. Yay.
Brandon Circus, like the
Look.
Hunger Games.
Guys.
Oh, thank God I never had to do that.
Oh my God, I did that in elementary school.
Oh hell no! I'm not.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're gonna jump up. They're gonna move.
Hell, some of them ran around the person. Look, bread and circus. Check it out. Hey. Oh, where did he get that plane from? The Arabs.
Qatar.
Did y'all say anything to Trump about getting that plane from Arabs?
Which is against
Hell
the
no.
Ammonia
Didn't say
Act,
nothing.
right? Clause.
What is the umbrella for? Oh, his hair. His new hairdo. He don't want the hair to come on. I got more. USA! USA! When he said Patriot games, I didn't think it was going to be elementary school games. Look, the Rotary Club. Oh, look at that. Look at the Rotary. Oh, there's the Beast. Oh, that's the SUV Beast right there. What was
Hey,
that in?
isn't the Rotary? Isn't that still like Mason type of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
All those elk clubs, all that
Well,
stuff.
the Lions Club. What else?
A lot of those.
The Freemason. You'll see that logo next to the Rotary shit as well. They're not Masons. They're Freemasons. They took the Mason buildings that were already here.
Well, they say they're not, but they are.
Well, there's a difference between Mason and Freemason. Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Well, they go up to 3. Most of them think that there's only 3, and then you go over to the Scottish Rite, and that has the 33.
Oh, it goes higher than 33. It goes higher. That's all we know about is 33. But it goes higher.
Right?
30
Yeah.
high level Masons. Hey. That shit. Hey, y'all are doing a great job. You know that? Amazing. This is exactly what I voted for. Oh, wait, I didn't vote. For a bunch of corrupt white politicians. Because nothing was ever fixed.
That's
Anyway,
weird.
but they said it was all fraud and everything was rigged, and you still participated in it.
Right now is trying to get all of us people with empathy and that care about the world to unalive ourselves. Hear me out. They're pushing inflation and all these things, and all these middle class people, all these neurotypicals don't give a shit. They'll just keep working their ass off because they're all scared and they're hollow inside and they're filling that void with their accomplishments when it comes to dinero. So for all of us people with high intellect and empathy, we want more out of life because we dream bigger. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to phase all of us out of the system. They want us to all go away, become poor, get arrested, off ourselves. Well, I'm going to say this, defund the government. Fuck these motherfuckers.
So that's from Kept Alchemy on TikTok.
But it's true. It's true. Right? They want to keep the poor snuffed out. All the
Stressed
people trying to tell the people, snuff them out, make them go broke, shut them up, or off themselves. Right?
Piled a list of companies that are secretly selling you Taylor Farms under a different name. Let's get started. Earthbound, owned by Taylor Farms. 365 Whole
Is this
Foods. 365
Taylor Farms is the one linked to the explosive diarrhea with the lettuce.
brand at Whole Foods. Simple Truth at Kroger's. Simple Truth at Kroger's. O Organics and Signature Select brands at Safeway and Cars. You heard it right. Greenwise at Publix. Simply Nature, Aldi. Aldi Simply Nature. Market Side at Walmart, because I know that's a big one. Market Side at Walmart. Good and Gather from Target. You heard that right. Good and Gather from Target. H-E-B store brand is Taylor Farms, and Trader Joe's store brand is Taylor Farms. You need to be aware of all of these companies that are selling you Taylor Farm products as a different name, because you might go out and buy these products instead of buying Taylor Farms brand, and you're getting the same thing at a premium price of explosive diarrhea.
Now we know why Taylor Farms didn't want their name in the news and why the federal government was so quick to say, oh, it was an accident, it was a false positive. Look here, folks, slave labor. They've got a Department of Corrections contract in Arizona where they're paying inmates $1.25 an hour. But guess what? The Department of Corrections in Arizona, they're getting $4.75 per person per hour. Folks, you can't make this shit up. This is slave labor. If you've never been in jail, you have no idea what I'm about to tell you. You will do anything to get out of that place. And you will do anything to get commissary money, because they feed you food that is not fit for human consumption. I'm just going to lay this out right away. Taylor Farms, I will never buy another one of your products ever again. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at this. And tell me this doesn't look like modern day slavery. I'm fucking over it.
Right. So that's beet is a masm.
Yeah, they're using the prisoners as
Beatrice.
slavery.
Amazing. Amazing. Right? Yeah.
Onto your mind for control issues. And now all the belief systems in the world are being questioned, which is really good. You're not going to go to hell because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's
Not
saying,
going to
yeah,
hate.
everyone's questioning their faith right now. Well, not faith or religion, right? So which is good, but always have faith. Faith and religion is totally separate.
Trump derangement syndrome. A neat little term cooked up in the psychological basement of political warfare, designed to dismiss every rational observation with a smirk and a meme. You pour your coffee, rub your eyes, and before your day even starts, you've got a whole political movement calling you deranged. Because you can still tell the difference between a crook and a savior. They think that's clever, like it's some great insight. Meanwhile, those of us who still believe in reason, those of us who think government shouldn't brutalize families, that facts matter, that the Constitution isn't a piece of paper you wipe your ass with, we're told we're deranged. And the worst part? They admit it, straight-faced, that even if Trump did every rotten thing he's accused of, they'd still support him. Imagine hearing that from a grown adult, a person with a mortgage, a person trusted to operate a vehicle. But that's America now. Half the people cheering for a guy who screws them, lies to them, drains their wallets, and sends thugs out to zip-tie children in the name of law and order. Prices stay high! Taxes slap them in the mouth! Gas drains their paychecks, and they stand there grinning like idiots, saying, well, as long as it pisses off the libs. You try to reason with them, and they hit you with that smug little line, sounds like TDS. And what are you supposed to say to that? How do you argue with a brick wall that calls itself a man? You can't. You just sit there watching them sink deeper into their own stupidity, proud of how little they know. God help us. There are moments in the life of a society when the truth becomes inconvenient, and in those moments, people will go to extraordinary lengths to avoid it. They will twist themselves into knots, abandon long-held values, and declare anyone who sees clearly to be the enemy. I have watched this unfold in my own country. I have seen citizens dismiss evidence, ignore suffering, and cling to a single man with a fervor that replaces thought with obedience. When confronted with the contradictions of their loyalty, they respond not with reasoned debate, but with a simple dismissive phrase, Trump derangement syndrome. And here is the truth! A society that mocks reason will soon lose the ability to govern itself. A society that rejects evidence will find only chaos. A society that embraces spite as political identity is one that has forgotten its own ideals. If that makes those of us who still cling to reason appear deranged, then so be it. I would rather be called unreasonable while defending what is true than be praised for surrendering to ignorance. There is strength in remaining calm when others rage. There is honor in standing firm when others bend. And there is profound courage in seeing clearly when so many choose the comfort of blindness. When reason becomes a minority position, reason itself becomes an act of defiance.
That's the truth, right? They come up with these little words so you discredit.
I haven't had anybody call me that yet. Especially I had it TDOs.
Not in a while. No, but I have, but it's been a while. But what I'm saying, they come up with these words, and this dumbo
Conspiracy theorists.
design, same thing with the conspiracy theorists. Years ago,
You're a black pillar.
everyone called everyone conspiracy theorists if they thought outside the box. That we all experienced it. But now when it's getting down to the nitty gritty, they come up with, other words, and you're either this or that or whatever. I'm not anybody. I am only me. I am me. I don't assign myself to any ideology,
That's right.
any political party, and I will speak my truth until I don't care if I do go to a detention center. Take me. At least I'm going to go. I'm going to go by what I stand by, and I will never, never not. Period. Because that's just who I am. Some people will cower. I won't. I will go through whatever.
You cower, and they'll just be down the road to you in a little while. Like, we'll catch you on the way back. So,
They don't respect you on weakness. They don't respect weakness. They don't respect ignorance. They don't respect the uneducated. They don't respect anyone.
And they'll treat you as such.
Standing their shit. Now they respect somebody that stands up against this. They don't respect the coward.
No, they don't.
Right. So former Syrian President Assad sentenced to death in absentia for war crimes. Former presidents sentenced to death for war crimes. Every country's right now.
Right.
It's happening. It's real. Right.
Even if you like them, that's not just dumb. Trusting politicians, even if you like them, that's not just dumb. It's actually one of the most anti-American things you can do. As John Adams put it, trust no man living with the power to endanger the public liberty. Trusting politicians, even if you like them, that's not just dumb. It's actually one of the most anti-American things you can do. As John Adams put it, federal law isn't always supreme, not even close. As St. George Tucker told us, those laws are only supreme when they're made in pursuance of the delegated powers of the Constitution. He said, acts of Congress to be binding must be made pursuant to the Constitution. And when they pass laws that go beyond the Constitution, they're not law at all. He said, they are not laws, but a mere nullity, or worse, acts of usurpation. Federal law.
Right, Tammy said, amen. We want to get to heaven. Our father said, turn the other cheek. Commandment shall not kill. You know what? What does the Bible say? Right? It says, those who are willing to die, I will give you life. That doesn't mean actual die. I will put you from the book of the dead into the book of life because you're risking it all for that. That doesn't mean literal death. It can be. But it means you're willing to give up everything for what you believe to be right. So therefore you will be put into the book of life. You'll become from the dead, which we know what the book of dead is. What the Vatican put us in our corporate names into the living as a sovereign live being because you stood up for what is right.
And the Bible says there's
And
no
the
greater
truth.
love than to lay down your life for your friends.
That's right.
That's John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Right? So that defines the highest form of love modeled by Jesus or Jesus. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters, as false believers, to imitate Christ's sacrificial love. That's John 3:16. Right? But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us, shows God's ultimate act of giving his life. That was the point of our thing.
Right.
Are we preaching again?
Yeah.
I think God just wants us to know the truth, right? And to
Speak
behave
the truth.
ourselves. Yeah, and speak the truth and behave ourselves. That's
What
basic, like he's good.
what was it? Jesus' name stood for justice and truth. That's what he was talking about. Not him as the person, but as what he stood for. Justice and truth.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're supposed to be. Our goal is, right?
Right.
Y'all see the robot to the left?
Yeah.
You see the robot?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
She looks like a flight attendant.
She's on Fox talking to Grandpa.
Well, they said when she touched her stomach that he woke up, like she zapped him. But she looks like the from the there's this TV series on Prime called Humans, and it's like a humanoid synthetic beings. That's what she looks like. And they showed like Princess Diana's son, what's his name? The one with the red hair.
Harry.
Yeah, Harry with Meghan Markle, and she looks like one of those too. When they're on a balcony, she like has that robotic moves.
Yeah.
And they're saying they've been fooling y'all for a long time.
Guys, look at that. Come on. Nobody's home. See that? Nobody's home.
No.
Shabbat shalom.
Like
I put in the chat last week, I think, about those robots were being made at a factory where they make the porn blow up dolls. I mean, they probably have something more advanced than blow up dolls by this point, but
oh yeah,
I don't keep up on it.
Like the Stepford wives.
There's men wanting to replace women.
Like the Stepford wives, they have like
they want them to be obedient.
Yeah,
well,
stop being no brains. They don't talk back, nothing.
She even agrees. Look, yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, look, they're disclosing they've had.
How unnatural is that head shape? Trying to look human. Look at the hair. She's on Fox. Oh, and somebody said she's married and has a kid. Okay, right. You okay, Owen?
Oh, they got
We'll let you tell it.
Well, it's on Fox. It must be true.
So keep an eye out, guys. They're showing you. This is standing next to Trump at the White House at the RFK Jr. Center.
They're probably disclosing what they've had.
That's like that one Dell guy. His wife looks with the bug eyes. She looks like she's one.
I don't know, or they're just messing with our brains. I don't know. I don't care. I want nothing to do with those things.
She must have ate that Taco Bell. She's
Or
holding her
whatever
stomach.
they are.
She ate that Taco Bell. Look, she's holding her stomach. She got the poop.
No, look, she pushes her stomach
She's
and
like,
he wakes up. They said she zapped him.
from 17 to 11 and establishing distinct categories of recommendations based upon the scientific evidence. Our assessment found that the United number of diseases.
If I was RK Jr., I would be like having somebody that could read for me.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It seems
No disrespect, I'm just saying, like, I would have somebody like, man, I need you to read for me. I can't understand what I talk about.
Well, he reminds me of that scripture that said his voice sounds like I forget the exact scripture, but it talks about his voice sounds like frogs. Right?
Like he's got,
Yeah. I have to find the exact scripture, but it says like out of his mouth like a frog. That's what it sounds like.
See, I don't know what else they're gonna
they do say,
do. What else can they do to people with the kids being in school besides having the disgustingness in the books and then having this porn doll, teach them? What else can they do to these people?
They already have cameras all in there.
they told you the robots are going to be teaching your children.
They said they need cameras in their bathrooms to detect vaping. Right? They got all that.
Yeah.
They got cops in the school. They got false flags going on at schools, school shootings, this and that. I mean, what are you going to subject your kids to much longer, really?
I don't know. Why
are you sacrificing your kids at the altar of public education?
Right.
For babysitting, basically. That's how I'm taking it. Because both the parents have to go to work. It's not a put down. It's just common sense. With the way that the world is, because and nobody wants to. I mean, I was a good kid. I know I was, because my mom only had to look at me and I knew better. But most kids are not. They're all over the place now. Like, they're a lot to handle. That's what it seems like.
That's what those scientific teachers are talking about that.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Frogs, friggin' frogs! I don't like a frog!
Wow, he's raging. He's raging. That's Rage Against the Machine. That's Crash Out.
What is this recently?
Yeah, that was a while.
This is the older version of the guy that plays.
Oh yeah, right. He doesn't look the same. He looks more like the beginning than
Yeah.
It's like,
They have to tell you. They tell you what they do.
something in the water, man. What's that in the water? I don't know. It's good to me. Maybe that's what they do. Like, weird. But we were talking about frogs, so that was why I play that with it. Oh, good show. Good presentation. Which one? Oh, this one. Oh, hold on. One más. Uno más.
And yes, doing nothing is choosing evil.
What? I played this one, didn't I? Yeah, I
Thank you
played
for
that. Oh, this one.
The one with him.
This
Yeah.
one? The wake-up call?
Handle the banks. The DuPonts handle the chemicals, but the Freeman family handles the intelligence. If you've never heard of them, that's exactly how they want it. They are the invisible advisors operating the CIA from the inside out. While the front-facing Illuminati families occupy the public eye, the Freemans are the deep administrative core of the shadow government. Historical assets like Gaylord Freeman quietly steered the presidential economy from behind the shadows, while elite diplomat Charles Freeman sat at the apex of political power. They are the literal bridge between the globalist banking cartels, the operational wetwork of the deep state, and the occult demonic handlers who are managing the dark and light farms today. They filter specific instructions down through the Committee of 300 to keep the infrastructure on schedule. Freemans have a chilling, unique signature in the occult network. They are masters of synthetic duality. In order to see what they do, you really have to look. This bloodline specializes in legal magic, the same legal magic that they use to get you to consent to things like the Epstein files when you do nothing about it. It's funny because they weaponize the very concept of being a free man against you. While their institutional assets build the CIA apparatus, their shadow foundations engineer a fake patriot and sovereign legal traps in order to catch the truth seekers. Their hand was heavy in MK Ultra labs using trauma-based fear programs in order to fracture the human consciousness. They perfected a way to farm your fear and keep your brain trapped in low vibrational frequencies that they can manage and control. If they can't catch you on the left, they'll use a fake resistance to catch you on the right. That's why we need to come together. The pyramid demands total alignment. The Rothschild banking cartel created and utilizes Israel as a weapon. When President Obama appointed Charles Freeman as chair of the National Intelligence Council, he openly opposed Israel. The Matrix triggered an immediate top-down excommunication. High-level handlers launched a ruthless attack on Freeman to get him out of his position. But don't be blinded by their fear. This public fight was a calculated inversion trick. They designed it to fake a fracture at the top so you don't think that the CIA and Israel are two hands on the same demonic shadow body, which they are. Watch closely. Is this recent Trump and Israel friction real? If Trump's actually fighting our oppressors, expect Netanyahu to release some new Epstein files. That's how they're going to take him down. And if nothing happens, it's all a show. From cursing the Kennedys to slandering the Freemans, to using high-level blackmail pipelines to lock down presidents like Trump and Clinton with Epsteins. The handlers tolerate zero defiance. They want you feeling small, paranoid, depending on the experts to tell you what to think. To be a Kari is to activate an unbreakable, unhackable internal radar for truth that cannot be overwritten by Israel or the CIA or any shadow operative. The Freemans can manipulate the legal matrix to fracture your mind. They cannot touch the sovereign will of a soul anchored to the Most High. My name is Derek. If you love the truth, please follow me and share these videos for more. One love. The Rothschilds handle the banks. The DuPonts handle the chemicals.
Right.
The Freeman family handles the intelligence.
I put this in the chat just now. You see it on there, Facebook.
Like you said, they used the vaccine to say all these people with the vaccine, they're going to die. They're going to get this. They want you in fear-based mode. They want you, they give you the Muslims. They give you the fear of the Muslims, the Jews, the this, the that. That's how they get you. But you know what? Our body and our DNA is, they can't copy that. They try to with the computers and this synthetic cage they're trying to build around us, but we outdo that. When we come together, it's over. Like I said.
Get in there, John.
On. Get it. 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 Oh, get it. Oh, I'm getting too old school with it. Get it. Wow.
Just want to show a little what unity look like.
Right. I mean, y'all do not fear. Stop falling for the propaganda. We're more powerful than you think you are. Remember who you are. Remember what bloodline and DNA you carry. Your ancestors made it this far. You wouldn't be here today if they didn't. Because that means you come from a strong line of survivors and fighters. Remember that. And be you. Don't let these people put you in fear. Don't let them have you fear each other. Don't make them think that that we are doomed or defeated. We are not. We are not. That's right.
We want to pray for the president. We want to pray for our enemies and our foes and our families.
Right. We love you and we thank you for joining us tonight. And remember,
that wasn't too much.
We have a raffle going on, and if you would like to participate in that, it will be done August 31st. We have some great prizes, and I'm adding 2 more things that somebody donated: a quilt and a homemade candles. So it's some great homemade, made with love, made all by hand.
Oh, you can't get it at Walmart?
Can't no, and that's what's the best part is because someone took the time to make it themselves, and I think that's awesome that their own creativity, their own hands, and you can't get that anywhere. You can't just buy that off the shelf.
Got to get back today.
Right.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Good
Love y'all. Thank you.
We'll see y'all back Friday, 8 August 14th.
There is no left, there is no right. Just one voice rising in the night. One heart beating through the noise. A single truth for all of us to voice. We keep replaying all the pain we've known, counting every scar that we've been shown, pointing fingers at who's right or wrong, when deep inside we all belong. We stand in the mirror, afraid to see the part of the world we're meant to be. If change is coming, it starts within. A brand new chapter must begin. So much hate and division in the air. The weight of it is more than we can bear, but we can choose to heal, repair, rebuild the dream we all can share. Our children and children across the land deserve a future where hope can stand. Let's shape this world with love and light. Turn every shadow into something bright. We argue over faith and creed. Forget we're human, forget we bleed. We focus on the lines we draw instead of lifting those who fall. But every soul is born the same. No one carries a perfect name. We're all to blame, we're all the key to build the world we long to see. Let's stand together, hand in hand, across every border, every land. Not thinking of ourselves alone, but how to make compassion known. So much hate and division in the air. The weight of it is more than we can bear, but we can choose to heal, repair, rebuild the dream we all can share. Our children and children across the land deserve a future where hope can stand. Let's shape this world with love and light. Turn every shadow into something bright. One voice, one heart, one rising flame. A spark of love, no hate contain. If we unite, if we forgive